Okay.
Fluffalump.
Thank you.
Woozle.
Thank you. So, hello everybody, and welcome back to our
Hi.
stream. So last time we left off, you guys headed back to Fort Extract after purchasing it and started to, continue with the kind of construction after the battle that happened here. You received an invitation to go to Clifhoor, the human homeland. Um, Not too much was said in this invitation, but it kind of just um, it seemed official and was very important that you attend this meeting as such. You guys, you've got about 4 days to get there, um, and you're currently in Fort Extract. So, as you kind of are sitting on the deck of your airship, what are you guys doing?
If I'm not mistaken, it was me, plural, um,
Use.
and Thomas and I think Lyra were heading to the castle to set them off as the two artificers in our workshop were packing up their things to start making the process of moving into the castle, the fort.
That's right. So Salden and Phoebus were moving over to the kind of keep, as it were, in Fort Strat. It's not so much a keep; it's more of just a fort, I suppose. Um, and they kind of just walk on in, unless you want to stop them for anything. You, Lyra, and you say you do you want to talk to Thomas or?
I feel like I have a feeling that the point that we were at was kind of like immediately after the big talk between Lyra Thomas, or a talk between Lyra Thomas and thinking about moving in. Because I think if I'm not mistaken, we just asked him about what he wanted to do in regards to the other members of the crew. About what
I hadn't
help.
talked. I
Yeah.
hadn't talked to Thomas. I'd only talked to James and Tarquin.
Yeah, I don't remember. Okay, so do you want to talk to Thomas about moving into the fort then?
Thomas is kind of Keggy's responsibility.
Ah, okay, I see.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm mixing up Thomas and James. Sorry. Yeah, it's been a long day.
Of course, no, yeah, I understand. Yes, James has walked into the fort, kind of started to settle in there, and seems to be doing well. So far, it's been probably about just the evening that you guys have been here, but they've kind of just started transferring some stuff, some food and supplies, and they've kind of, after the talk and such, they're a lot more like lively.
I still feel like Keggy's kind of been locked away for quite a while, but then has just kind of like come out of his cabin very like purposefully, pretty much forced Loki to go with him, and I think Lyra potentially, if she was around, and like stormed into the fort and asking to like meet with whoever's the most senior people in the fort.
If Kegs is dragging me, then I really have no means of resisting.
Okay, so the three of you kind of march into the fort. What kind of a person are you looking for? Someone in charge of the barracks, the kind of temple, or
The kind of mentality that Keggy was going for was kind of like anyone that's really important, he wants it at this meeting.
okay. So looking around, roll a quick investigation check. See how well you do at spotting them.
Eesh.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it takes a bit of time asking around some of the people that are still kind of in this construction effort, but you do manage to find the head of the what are they called again? The head of the kind of the uh, the soldiers that rode here during the battle.
Mhm.
I can't find his. Okay, so you happen to find the general. He kind of turns and says, "Ah, hello. Can I help you today? You fought
I,
valiantly on the battlefield. I owe my
thank
thanks."
you. I was hoping to speak to all those who are now in charge.
Well, there's not really much in the lines of leadership here at the moment. I suppose you could say I'm in charge, but that's merely just by rank. But
So that's very much kind of why we need to talk, all of us. I don't mean just in charge of the armed forces, I mean of the people, of the churches, of the trade. Whatever happens here, if anyone's in charge of anything, I would like to meet with them now, effectively.
of course, um, well, I don't know how much you know of this place and what happened in the invasion, but a lot of the people here died during that day. Um, the leader of the church to Bahamut, he unfortunately he passed. Um, but the rest of the people you mentioned are still with us. I can I can show you to them if you would follow me.
That would be great. Thank you.
Hey, Kegs,
Yes.
what you got planned here, bud?
Assurances. For the future.
It's creepy, man.
Trust me. This is necessary.
Okay. Okay.
Hurry up, flame hair.
His name is Loki.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of walks you into the kind of market area. You see the stalls that were stood with the kind of tarps along the central walkway have all been destroyed and ripped. They're in shatters. But you do see one individual, female. She's got brown hair, kind of tied up at the back, a bit of a blouse. The guard calls her and says, "Riven, uh, these people wish to speak to you." She turns, smiles.
Do I get the feeling of why she's important?
Um, Looking at her, you can. I mean, it's hard to say. She seems to kind of. She's definitely working to help this particular area. She kind of looks a bit in charge, kind of the way
Is she like?
holds herself.
Does she have like any like religious symbols that I might recognize? Any like or like any nobility ranks sort of style things or trade based things?
She not so much really.
No, okay.
No, she's
But she just carries herself with that
yeah.
authority.
She no. You if you speak with her, you might find a bit more.
Okay.
I'll walk up and do sort of like
A nod more than a bow, but like a respectful nod.
Okay. She nods back. Hello. What was it that you wanted to speak about?
My name is Keggy. I am a member of a crew who has taken up a position of governorship of this fort.
Oh, I was unaware that we had new landlords.
Wheels had turned very quickly recently. But that is unimportant. What is important is what happens now. I saw this fort fall, and I've seen how it, even in its darkest moment, it was able to rally and do the miraculous. I have seen a small place like this become a thriving place before, and I want to see it happen again. But the only way that can happen is with good people. So before we leave, which we have to do, and I look around at Lyra just to make sure that's correct.
I'm just gonna kind of nod.
Yep. Before we do, I want to make sure that we're leaving it, starting it off in the right direction. Now, we have left some people here,
A couple.
a couple of people here, who will help in that. We have left some people to help you rebuild. Looks around again.
Yep.
And some people to help you lead the people. I have a very good idea, I think, for how we can help this place thrive. And I'm like, turn around to Lyra and just kind of whisper to her, saying, "You might need to fact check me on this one. I'm not very good at geography. From what I understand, this fort lies in a kind of perfect position between Ravenhold, Evershine, and many of the other major cities. It is the last stop before a large, very empty area of this island, and potentially could be a very beneficial place for trade and commerce and stopping off for a good night's sleep and a good drink." Look around to Lyra.
Does it give him a thumbs up?
As she's been listening, she's nodding, and then she kind of jumps in and says, "Oh, that's right. That's why we've got the this small trade district that we built in the fort. I kind of came in and decided that since a lot of people would be coming back and forth through, well, what was the no-go zone, as it were, then we'd have this one stop where people could come and trade before they'd go out into the desert."
Exactly. And I thought that if we could speak to some people who would help us boost this, either through investment or supplies, then that would be beneficial. And we have some people that we have met that might be able to help us with that. And I look around at Lyra and say, "We know a couple of people at Evershine.
Thumbs up.
Eugene, who has a big business."
Eugene Bartholomew, right?
Yes.
Yeah, dealt with him before.
I'm sorry to hear that. But
The laugh is in character.
we should try and offer him a position to set up a shop or something here, because it will mean he will bring lots of money. And also, we should speak to Ravenhold, because they have lots of people who build things. I look around to Lyra again.
Thumbs up.
Yep, we have lots of things with people who build things, and they will also help us build things. We have asked for them to come already. I look around again.
Thumbs up.
Right. Good.
Hilarious.
And when they come, they will help you build everything.
Well, that's awfully great. It'll be great to get my market stores back. I can get trade back in. Then we can start work on the tavern, and I'm sure that the guards will need work. Because once they've got their barracks and the walls finished, that's pretty much them. And then of course I don't know if you heard, but the temple that pretty much got completely collapsed, and Well, there's a lot of work that he's doing there.
I'm gonna kind of like gesture at her. Actually, talk to a guy named Parkwin about that one.
Uh,
I've given him a couple of plans.
all right, I'll look out for him.
And if you do contact Eugene, tell him that Keggy would think this is a personal favor if you were to consider the offer of setting up a shop here.
All right, I'll keep in contact with Eugene. I'll let him know.
And if you need any help training soldiers, then speak to the Knights of the Valiant Order.
I'll pass the message on. Don't worry about that.
They're very good and very trustworthy. And I know that they can help.
Well, thank you. Thank you, all of you. She kind of looks around.
Real quick, I want to do just a general insight check on. You said her name was Riven?
Riven, yeah.
Okay, I just want to do a general, see if she seems trustworthy before I proceed with
Go for it.
my
Roll.
idea.
Yeah, roll insight. Okay.
Jesus.
Well, she seems. Let's say she could probably talk her way out of a paper bag. But she doesn't seem to be misleading you guys at all.
Okay.
Is the general dude still here?
Yeah, he's still with you.
Keg, I'll catch up with you in just a second.
No worries. What are your... Where are you going?
Well, I thought you wanted to go talk to the general, and this is really just between us girls. This is really not something you want to be around to hear.
Okay. And I
just
pull Loki along with me to go speak to the general.
And I just kind of like shoo him. Just,
Okay.
So, Riven, here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but James is going to need a friend.
Okay.
They can trust.
Right.
Because I'm not going to be here all the time. And I'm going to kind of like nominate you for that position because you seem very canny. And if I come back and this fort is burned to the ground, I'm going to come for you first, okay?
She just kind of looks at you, little bits of daggers, and then they go away, and she's like, right, boss. Okay, sure.
But seriously, go mostly just take care of James because they're going to be going through a hard time. And I will leave that up to them to tell you the details.
Okay. Sure. No problem. I can do that.
Just remember, I'm trusting you.
She
and then I'm going to go find Keggy.
Okay. She walks away and then turns as she's walking and says, don't forget, you guys got to pay us, right? And then turns
Don't
back.
forget what?
Don't forget, you guys are paying us. And then she continues walking on.
Loki hearing this, he goes, "Oh, I've got money," and just like walks over, and just gives her like a handful of the coins that he has and puts them in her hand, and then walks away.
She holds them. She's like, I ain't gonna refuse free money. Puts it in her pocket.
I'm going to just, I will put my arm around Loki and be like, honey, we're going to have to talk about that one too.
Okay.
Now let's go. I'm just going to follow Keggy.
Okay, so Keggy, anything with the general?
He just you would go up to him and says, "So what are your plans from now on?"
Well, we're here to help with the construction, and then after everything here is shipshape, we'll head back to Ravenhold. We can't leave a city like this, well, a fort like this, in this state. You know, it's not right. And Ravenhold's not far if anything goes awry, and they need us. So we're fast. We can get there in a pinch. So we'll stay here for a bit, help out, and then go home.
You fought very valiantly at the battle, and this fort will forever be grateful, I'm sure. But right now is where it lives or dies, and I appreciate you staying around long enough to see it live. But when we return, we will need a military man to help us behind. Help us protect the fort when we're not here. I would ask, maybe, that you elect a couple of your men, if you're willing to spare them, that you feel might be well suited for a position of authority here.
Roll for me a persuasion check, please, Keggy.
Okay.
Can I assist him? Can I assist him since I'm just kind of standing there?
At this time, you would have had that conversation, so you're just walking over.
Yeah.
Probably didn't matter. So he kind of looks at you, smiles, nods, and says, "Well, you did help defeat our great enemy, and for that I am so thankful. I can see about sparing some soldiers, but I will not. They will not be able to be. They will not resume on the military's payroll. You will have to fund their training and their food yourselves. That would be okay. Thank you, but yes, I can see about arranging that.
Just enough men to see the fort protected a little bit, and maybe some more senior people to give it some experience behind its ranks. I don't want to leave you short-handed after all, but when you leave, this place is going to need some aged eyes behind it a little bit.
Of course, I will check back with my men and see about who wishes to stay and who I can afford to spare.
Very well. I will meet you soon, I'm sure. See you when we return.
And I do the Spartan handshake and head off towards the ship, back towards the ship.
Okay. As you do, you meet Lyra on the way back.
Oh.
Hey, I'm gonna kind of look around Keggy and at the general. Real quick, have you ever been to this Clifhoor Mountains place?
I don't believe so, no.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
the
kind of
general?
point at the general.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you meant Keggy.
No.
The general. Yes, yeah, he probably would have actually. A long time ago, I was there when I was but a child actually.
What's it like?
It's pretty much the same. People are a bit more snooty, but other than that, it's similar. Prices are a bit more steep, but
Define similar. Like, is it because I mean, it's 3 days kind of northish. So is it like cold?
well,
Is it?
as cold as you get here on Braxia, it rarely gets that cold, but it's a bit chilly. If you're heading up there, I'd recommend bringing some warm clothes.
Yeah, just wanting to know what to prepare for.
I'm good.
I don't think I've never really left the island, so I'm just kind of I don't know.
Oh, so you're heading up? Oh well, it is lovely.
Yeah. Also, what's the ruling class there? Like, do you have any really experience with them?
Well, so the Empress is the ruler. She kind of governs both here and there.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the same empire, essentially.
Oh. Did not know that. That's cool. Okay.
But other than that, that's why I say it's pretty much the same as here. They have
Okay.
It's the same kind of rules and traditions and such. So you should be fine. If you've lived here long, you should do fine there.
Sure. Awesome. And I'm gonna give him like 2 thumbs up and try to look like I'm confident about this.
Okay, cool.
And I'm gonna go find Twain.
Okay, so you guys eventually make your way back to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Climbing aboard the ramp to the ship. Keggy first. Do you make your way straight to your room?
Yep.
Okay.
Straight to my room.
No problem. Then Lyra.
Yep.
Trying to find Twain. Twain, you downstairs in your tinkering room, I imagine?
Yeah, just putting everything back where it belongs after having 2 other artificers in there for an extended period of time.
Okay. So, Lyra, you know where Twain usually is. You go straight down the stairs to go meet her. On your way down, you are interrupted by Trigger.
Hey man, what's up?
Lyra, I don't. Well, I hope you like it, but I think I'm finished
Finished with what?
with what you asked me to do.
Refresh my memory. It's been an interesting day.
The painting.
A painting? What?
Mm-hmm.
Show me. I don't remember this at all, but show me.
You asked me to do a painting of.
I remember
Was
this.
I drunk?
You may have been. It's in the
I
handouts.
asked you to do one for Jace, but
You asked for a painting of everyone.
my heart. Oh my god, bitch, I'm gonna cry.
Is she crying?
I think so.
No, fuck you.
Oh,
That no
That's
sounded
okay.
like one.
Well, I take that as that you like it.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Thank you.
Look at little Twain. I can't get over that. She's so little.
She is pretty small.
Not that little.
I didn't realize she was so little until I see it on like perspective art.
Well, I have to go back to moving these boxes. I'll see you later. And he goes back to his job.
And I'm like stuck there with the painting and I'm trying not to cry. What the fuck? I'm gonna like, how big is it?
A3?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna like hold it and like go knock on Twain's door.
Yeah?
Come here.
Is everything okay?
Possibly.
whatever it is, I didn't do it.
No, you didn't.
Lyra, are you sure everything's okay?
Just shut up and come look at this. Oh my god.
Gonna come out? Hey, yeah?
Look.
Okay, what?
Look.
What? Oh, come on, I'm not that short.
how tiny you were until like fourth
Stop
perspective.
it!
Oh
Stop
my
it!
god!
Stop it! Stop it! You know what, Lyra? You know what? Just because you're calling me short.
I'm so
Just because-
sorry. I'm so sorry. I know.
Just
I
give me a
know.
second. Let me find the right spell. Let me find the right spell. Fuck you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm now 6 foot.
Wow.
And I'm so excited about it. This is awesome.
No, I have this theory, and I think it would be better to test it out on Keggy. In which, so this is a concentration spell.
Okay.
But if I give everybody, so if I give out 5 enlarge reduces,
I know what you're talking about.
Are you trying to
I'm
Ant-Man Keggy?
no, opposite. And then, I give out 5 of these spells that double your height.
Uh-huh.
It would theoretically double the person's height each time. So we could double someone's height a maximum of 6 times.
Oh my god. I'm for this plan.
And just when we get a chance, we should try it out on someone. Because when somebody is a larger size, I don't ask me why, I don't really get this. Their weapons are bigger, so they do more damage.
Yep.
So, if we were putting this into, like, just some arbitrary measurement system like dice, that would be 6 extra d4 damage for every attack.
I'm gonna, like, real quick, just kind of, like, because Twain is now, like, 3 inches taller than me.
I am reveling in this, by the way.
I'm gonna jump and grab her neck and be like, yes, this is perfect!
Okay. Is the picture all you needed to show me?
No, something else, but look! I'm gonna, like, show Anton, look at
Hey, Anton, and I'm just gonna walk up to him.
this! 2 talls, 1 small!
But you're so short in the picture.
Alright, back to seriousness, though. What did you need to tell me?
So, this place we're going,
Yes.
apparently everyone is like, kind of snotty. And when I say kind of, the impression that I got was this guy was being nice on my behalf.
Okay, so Evershine, that's fine.
We're going to a fancy party.
Alright.
Can you dance?
Lyra,
Huh.
I'm an engineer.
Yeah, I figured I'd ask.
I could probably build you something that can dance.
Well, because think about this. I can't. You can't. Anton, can you?
Former assassin. Not really.
Nope. Keggy? Probably can't. Loki? Oh, nope. Bjorn? Nope.
Okay, well, okay, we're going to a fancy party. You don't... we don't really have to dance.
I would be willing to bet we will.
Alright, let me see. I might be able to teach you how to dance. Let me look at
somebody. Teach somebody.
Let me look at something. Let me just like scroll through my theoretical list of things I'm able to do. Okay, now this is a Mitch question.
Okay.
If I use my channel divinity knowledge of the ages, for 10 minutes I am proficient with chosen skill or tool. Could I then, for 10 minutes, teach someone how to dance?
Yeah. I'll say you could learn how to dance by doing that, and then, depending on some kind of a role, perhaps you could convey some kind of simple knowledge of dancing. You might
Okay.
might be able to get the basics, maybe.
Alright, there's a possibility I can teach you how to dance.
I'm just saying, at least some of us need to know what we're doing before we walk into this shit show.
Okay, speaking of shit shows, I actually wanted to talk to you about something.
Oh, great, cool, yeah. What?
You want to go somewhere that isn't in front of, like, the crew? Like, I don't, you know what, let's just go into the workshop. Anton can hear this.
Okay.
Oh, I'm actually allowed to be involved in something?
Okay, shut the fuck up. How's the weather down there?
You're involved in like everything.
Well,
Okay.
fair.
Oh, okay.
This isn't that, like, whole mythical girl talk thing where I have to leave the room, is it?
No, it's not. I'm just gonna say it. Are we sure that's Keggy?
You
What do you
know, I'm beginning to have my doubts. I wanted to believe, I really did.
Oh god, he's gonna get so pissed at me for saying this. Okay. So Keggy's been keeping some secrets? And I may be supposed to be keeping them? And I have
Well, he has officially lost all ability to talk shit.
yeah, he seems off. And then, I'm a little prejudiced.
The guy
Because-
died. What do you want?
Anton.
Would you not be
Like-
put off that you're alive after you died?
It's not that. It's the manner by which he was brought back. We can't be sure. We can't be taking any risk. The easiest way for someone to take us out would be to get close.
She has a point. You're the assassin, you should be thinking about this.
I mean, and not to mention, Keggy has the ability to easily wipe us all out. He almost killed you and I when he was possessed. I'm sure you remember that, considering that's when you killed him.
Whoa!
I call it
Okay.
defending myself.
Okay, okay. We have both fired shots across the bow. Call it even. Let's get to the point.
I just worried about the situation. And
How about I just look into him a little more? And I don't know.
can we look into the guy who brought him back more so? Because the only thing we can do is keep an eye out on Keggy.
Do you
Here,
have any
but-
idea where to find this guy? Or anything related to him?
I can send him
No.
a sending. We could scry. The only thing I know is even the mini doesn't know his
We have it-
organization, which is concerning.
Yeah, we know who he works with. We know his name. Why don't you ask Mistral about it?
Yeah,
You
if
know,
anybody
I
would
had-
know, God would.
Yeah, I mean, not all. God's no different things, I think.
Yeah,
okay.
but okay, wait. I'm gonna throw out a logic thread here and follow me down this rabbit hole. You said that was the symbol of Mistral and it had been perverted, right?
Yeah.
So it would be safe to assume that at one point he was a servant of Mistral.
Which is what concerns me, because Mistral's a super chill goddess.
Yeah, so it would be safe to assume that Mistral would potentially know who he is.
Hopefully, at least know about it.
That actually makes the most sense of everything in this conversation so far.
You're fucking welcome.
Thanks. I'll talk to her, but just don't get too close to Keggy right now.
Okay, so get extra close to Keggy. Gotcha.
Just watch out.
Okay.
Speaking of getting close, I have a project for you and I, Twain.
Okay. If this is a threesome, I'm gonna have to politely decline.
I will also politely decline.
This is nothing of the sort. Shame on you for even thinking that way. Still waiting for you to bolt the bed down.
I already did. I did
Sorry,
that like a
no
week
problem.
ago.
Anyway. And I just lay the plans for the suit of iron down on the table. I'm like, this is our project.
Okay,
is
I have no. Wow. I don't understand I don't understand a lot about this, but I'm into it.
Okay. This is beautiful.
This was
Yes.
stolen, so it's yeah.
Hey, remember that time I said you could burn down like 10 arcade factories and I wouldn't care if I got more plans like this? It still applies.
So I still got like 9 more to go.
I mean, you could just go forever, Shine.
That's a bit extreme.
I'm kidding. God.
I mean, we could just go get more of those ceiling emeralds and.
I mean,
I think we're just gonna have to pass in the ceiling emeralds for this one.
I mean, okay, when we go back to Evershine, we could totally go on a stealing trip, but that's beside the point. Have stuff to do. Yeah.
Which reminds me, Twain,
Yes.
the thing.
Oh yeah, Mitch, did I finish that?
What was your thing? Sorry, remind me.
The non-magical thing.
Yeah. Yes, you have completed your thing. Yes.
Alright, I will just like be like, okay, Anton, you can leave now.
Yeah, the girl talk is happening.
Why don't you guys leave?
This is her room.
Anton, it's my room.
I thought it was our room.
Hey, you see that hammock right there?
No. just trying not to see it.
I will walk over to Anton and just kind of like very gently on the forehead. Please go. Please go.
Of these tools? You see how there's a little TS on them? Meaning that they're mine? Meaning that everything in this room is pretty much mine? See that broom right there? I stole that from that dungeon where you guys all got poisoned.
He wasn't there for that.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't there for that.
Oh yeah. Well,
And
we all got poisoned.
And you guys almost died. Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah. Okay, either way, leave.
Anton begrudgingly walks out of the room, and I'm gonna try to stealth back in with the cloak.
I'm closing the door right behind him, so you're just gonna hit the door.
I don't care.
So, Anton, you hit the door with a thud as the door is closed right in front of you.
Then I'm just gonna
Yeah, I
hand
knew he would try to do that. I knew he would try to do that.
just really unceremoniously here. Just really quickly. Here you go. I'm gonna go talk to my god now, so if you want to leave too.
Yeah, just give me 1 sec. I'm gonna like kind of like really awkwardly like pull the front of my armor down and shove it down my like front so it's nestled between my boobs.
You could have put it in your bag of holding.
Yeah, but it's really difficult to get in there with this armor on.
He's gonna see it when he goes for your boobs later tonight.
No, he's not. That's what the
Is there
bathroom is
any way
for.
I could hear part of this
cleavage.
conversation through the door?
Yeah, that's what the bathroom is for. Boobs, bathroom,
It's your
bag of holding.
cleavage.
Boobs,
Jeez.
bathroom, bag of holding.
Jeez. You know what? This is. Hi, Lyra.
Huh.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. This is not the first time I've had to smuggle something.
I will talk to you later.
All right. I'm just gonna walk out past invisible
Oh,
Anton.
Antonio said hi.
Yeah, he can probably hear you. He's probably heard me say boobs, bathroom, bag of holding.
Okay.
Shut up.
So, Twain, could you roll for me a D100, please?
I will.
Let's see what happens. Okay.
Not great.
You sit down for a moment, and what would you like to say?
Just gonna. Hey, Miss Stroll. Long time no see or no talk. I really appreciate that book that you cursed. It was actually, I don't know if you saw it or not. It was really impressive. The guy went batshit. It was really cool. It's a shame he got disintegrated. So, in the tradition of me helping you out, which is starting right now, there's an organization that's using your symbol, but like they're messing with it, and I was just wondering if you knew anything about that, or just about like any enemies you have in general. Like, who's against you? Who do I, as your buddy, your cleric, who do I need to beat up for you?
Okay. A moment passes, and you feel uh, where was that stone that you've got? Is that in your bag of holding, or have you got it
No, it's
like
in the
somewhere?
thunder cannon.
It's in your thunder cannon.
It's in a gun.
You feel a slight, so you sense this kind of slight rattling in the room, and as you turn, you see the gun slowly kind of rotate on its own accord, point out into towards the wall of the ship, and then just fire on its own, blowing a hole straight through the wall of the ship.
The fuck?
Train?
Everything's fine.
What did you do?
Are you sure you're okay?
Is that all? Is that all that happens?
Mm-hmm.
We might not want to go. You know what? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Stop blowing holes in the ship.
Is that below deck while we're in the water, by the way?
You're not in the water at the moment. You're in the desert.
Oh, thank God for that.
You know, are any of you like really good with directions? Do we know anyone on this ship that's good with directions?
Keggy, probably.
Nope, not him.
I mean, I can make
Andrew?
a guess.
Okay, so
Yeah.
while you guys are
Which,
doing
by
that,
the way, we need to talk to Andrew, so
while
that's
you-
fine.
While you guys are doing that, Bjorn, what are you doing?
I'm keeping an eye on Loki because he's getting suspiciously close to my dagger again. If he gets any closer, I'm literally just not going to attack him. I'm just going to slap him, tell him that thieving is wrong.
Okay, so as you kind of keep backing up, just watching him. That's fine. Everyone on the top deck is kind of just watching you guys. You see them kind of not doing anything, just making sure nothing too bad happens.
I'm sitting on the steps, swigging booze as usual. I've got one hand on the dagger, and I'm trying to keep my spare eye, like that isn't covered by an eye patch, on him.
Okay. And Loki, I'm guessing, is pretty much doing the opposite of that.
Pretending
little
not
bit,
to look
yeah.
at me, apparently.
Literally just giving him, pretending to look up at the sky, and then every now and again look directly at Yon. And then just like, go about nothing, doing it. No, I'm being completely normal. And every time he moved up the ship a little bit, he would just like slide slowly further and further along his side of the ship, like mirroring every action.
Okay. Right. So,
Is there any point where he's like leaning heavily on the banister?
that's up to Bjorn. really.
Not so much, but there is a point where he's more relaxed due to the alcohol.
Does he ever like sit on the banister or anything like that?
It's more on the steps themselves.
Well, he would probably wait until he's kind of like leaning on the banister if he not like on the side of the ship. So like if he's like ever like
He
really
would do
close
to
to that
stand
edge.
up to get off the steps because he's normally mostly intoxicated.
As soon as Loki sees him do that, he's going to rip off a patch on his chest and throw it at Bjorn.
Okay. So you rip off this patch and throw it at him. Bjorn, you see this patch get torn off. You get confused as a moment, and then you see the patch get as it flies towards you. It changes shape slightly. And Joe, what patch would you like to throw?
One of the Mastiff ones.
Okay. So you see the patch as it flies through the air, it transforms itself
thank
into a
you.
small dock. It just lands at your feet, just looking up at you angrily.
Sorry, what is it?
It's a mastiff. It's a dog. I threw a dog at you.
Dog! You threw a dog at me. I'm gonna. Wait, let me just double check that I can do the thing that I wanted to do.
I threw a dog at you. Fuck, okay.
No, it's not that one.
Oh, what's that?
Charisma adds to your initiative. Nope.
That's randomly.
Is it panache?
Panache.
No, it's. Wait a minute. Is it? Was it panache that I wanted to do? Contested. Creature must be able to hear you. Must share a language.
Just start barking at it.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's kind of like. Eh.
So the dog is just looking up at you, going.
Does it seem to be aggressive?
It's not doing anything. It's just kind of just growling. I think.
So there's a dog suddenly on deck that's been thrown at me or towards me.
It's at your feet.
A cute dog.
It's a mastiff.
It's a mastiff. It's not exactly a cute dog. I am going to kick the fucking dog.
Great question. All dogs are.
Okay, then roll initiative, please.
Oh my god.
Hang on, mastiffs have stats.
Why am I on initiative?
I don't know.
I don't want to be in this fight.
Hang on. I need to look up the stats of a
Hold
mastiff.
on 1 sec. That is plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This is not quite what I had planned.
9. Oh, that's not supposed to be right. Huh? How'd you roll a 0 for initiative?
No, you rolled a 1.
Rolled a 1 plus 9. Yeah.
I will roll to hear dog as well.
Quick. Oh.
Like the whole time, this is like as soon as he throws the patch, he's just giggling to himself, and then when he sees you go for the kick, his face just goes.
The thing is, Bjorn is very impatient and rash. He does not think about decisions before making them. So any snap decision that people make around him, he either normally jumps on board or does the complete opposite.
Oh my god.
You and Anton get along famously.
Hey, he's our old friend Bjorn. Of course they do.
Old friend Bjorn!
Well, you got outrolled on initiative by a dog.
I did roll a 1. You know. Luis rolls.
Okay.
Come on.
At least you're consistent across 2 different universes.
I know. Yeah. And several different platforms.
Right then. So.
I need to change that to 10. There we go.
Lovely.
Not that it makes a difference.
Okay. I'll let you hit the dog first. So roll to hit, please.
For unarmed for the kick, yeah? Might as well. So we're rolling.
Just straight up stab it.
Let's see if this.
Yeah, I would literally just roll for a stab, but as soon as I said I was going to kick him, I'll roll 1d20.
Throws a dog. I shoot it!
No. Are you proficient in fists and feet?
Not unless you have like a class feature or feat that says otherwise.
Just roll 1d20 plus.
If you're proficient in martial weapons, you care.
So that needs to
I
add
thought
a
it was
5.
just unarmed.
No, unarmed falls under martial.
I
Did
need to
not
add
know
5
that.
then, so that's like.
Oh, that's good to remember for Cassandra. Because I can headbutt more people.
That's 18 then.
18. That hits the dog.
Then
Music is so intense.
d4
No.
plus 2 for fists, because it's a strength weapon.
You're using your foot. It's not. Okay, sure.
But it still has strength to it.
Okay.
I just rolled 1d4. There we go.
Okay.
Plus 4 damage.
The dog. You kick the dog. It's bleeding from its. From its. It's bleeding all over. It's not looking good, but
Oh no!
it turns to you. It growls as it jumps and begins to bite you.
It missed you.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Can I do something?
Of course you can.
I'm going to do just a gust of wind to try and push him off the boat. Strength saving throw.
Each creature that starts its turn in line. What do I have to do, sorry?
Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, you succeed.
That was the dog.
That's the dog.
Oh,
that's
that's
the
a
dog.
dog. The dog did good.
I failed miserably, as per you.
You are pushed back
Oh,
15
God.
feet.
Oh Christ.
What, off the boat?
Yep,
Or into the railing? I don't get it.
off the boat. The aim was like up and over the boat. Full Avatar style.
Yeah, because you're on the stairs, you will
Yeah,
pretty
it'd be
much go
an
off.
upward angle, wouldn't it?
So you are blown off the boat.
As Loki does it, he goes, "Hey, not cool. Don't kick a dog."
Says the guy that. Says the guy that threw a punch.
Dog.
I just assume at some point I arrive. Puppy!
The dog just comes back.
Balls.
I'm going up as well.
I just shouted very loudly, "There's a dog!"
What is
Oh,
what's going on?
I don't know, I just heard a dog.
I mean, there's a
I got
dog.
really excited.
Why is there a dog?
I don't know, can I pet it?
There is a dog here. I'm not sure what happened. I think it was this fellow.
It looks aggressive. Where's Bjorn? I bet he's great with animals.
You hear him
Loki,
just
can I
go.
pet your dog?
Ow! 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 He seems to feel a bit better now.
Can she pet you?
He seems a bit he doesn't really want to be pet at the moment. He's a bit in pain.
Oh, baby. Come here. Let me see if I've got anything for it.
I'll go look over the ledge.
you see Bjorn Looney Tunes in the sand, just sticking out with like his legs.
I'm gonna go get Artemis and have the construct dig him out.
Don't
I'm
help
starting
him.
to climb myself out and walk back towards the boat. And literally just going to walk straight back up the side of the boat towards the dog again.
Hey,
If the dog
Bjorn.
is still there.
You see the dog
Bjorn,
in
what
Loki's
happened?
arms.
I'm going to throwing knife the dog.
Stop.
Can I try and put myself in between him and the knife and the...
You can turn around if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll turn around.
Okay, that's fine.
Do I have a chance to cast a spell?
If you want to cast a spell.
Okay.
And or
Bjorn,
shoot the knife.
stop it.
Yeah. So you saw Bjorn pull out a knife. Loki turn around defensively, protecting the dog.
Wisdom saving throw.
Nope. Nope. Yep, you make it. You're fine. Go on.
That's 20 HP for the dog, by the way.
The dog is fully healed.
Not for long.
That is my throw with a dagger, by the way.
At Loki.
No, well, if he's standing in the way, it's going to hit him. But like, either way, I've already started to do the motion to throw it, so I'm just throwing it.
Yep.
It would be at Loki, I'd say.
Yeah, my AC is 16, but I'm not exactly like trying to dodge out the way anything. So you can play that how you like if you want. Considering I'm not throwing away, probably would have the advantage, so it probably would hit.
No, I'd say that during this time that you threw the dagger and
I've got something that could knock it out of the way if you want to.
it's fine. It didn't hit anyway.
Well, hold on. What archetype path did you take, Bjorn?
Swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler.
Okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
To give yourself advantage.
You see Diaz kind of just look between both of you, kind of
actually,
confused, but
like,
then she
First
brings
turn
out
of the
both.
round, and if it's a surprise attack, I get that anyway because rogues.
So you see Diaz look between both of you, kind of confused, not really knowing who you are, but then she brings out both her axes from behind her back and just raises them both between both of you, and she looks between you and says, "Now, I don't know who either of you are, but if you're going to be on this ship with these people, get along."
Loki's facial expression changes from like a scowl that he was looking at Bjorn to a very happy face and just says, "Hi, I'm Loki."
Hello.
You've met Diaz.
I just sort of lean round and scour at Loki. Thief! Thief! And that's all I'm going to do.
Bjorn, why don't you come with me down to the workshop? I think I have something you can help me with.
I will look at Bjorn and just kind of raise one finger and just for like visual effect, have Sacred Flame kind of like hanging out at the tip of my finger.
As you do that, I draw Tinder Spike and begin spinning it amongst my fingers, so it's sparking wildly in the air.
Bjorn,
fine.
Bjorn,
Shit,
workshop.
don't scare me.
Shop, I need your help.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Bjorn and I are cool.
Bjorn and
I are cool.
I still need him to look at something.
That's fine. But what he needs to understand is fire on the ship is dangerous. And so is fucking around with other members of the crew. So either he's gonna chill.
You best want to remind your little friend Loki of that rather than me then. I put the dagger away, I go, keep your thief in line. I've known you for years. Although you haven't known me because of whatever to do with time travel and all that bull. You better keep your little thief friend in line, and I'll proceed down deck.
I'm gonna pull Loki aside.
It's gonna go well. I'm not even gonna try to stop it. I'm just gonna let that one happen.
I mean, you're gonna probably want to stop it eventually.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit and wait.
He's gonna take Loki to like the front of the boat, over here-ish.
Okay.
So, how much do you want the dagger?
Oh my god!
So, like, as we were walking over, Loki had a really massive bitch face on, because he didn't really want to talk to Anton. And then as soon as he says that, he's like,
Yes, you hear this.
Yep.
God damn it!
I really want to just like touch it.
Do you know what it does when you touch it, or does it do the little spark things?
I don't really know, but it's I'm kind of drawn to it a little bit, and I don't know why, and that doesn't happen very often, and I would really like to find out why. I really need to find out why.
All right, sounds good. And I walk away.
Okay, so you walk away. Meanwhile, Twain, you walk down the stairs with Bjorn following you.
Okay, Bjorn, two things. One, how good are you at directions?
I've been a pirate all my life.
Alright, great. Okay, I need you to tell me what's in this direction. I'm gonna take him down and show him the hole.
Okay, so you...
Well, in that direction, there'd be a hole! But do you want to know which way the hole's facing?
You know, what? With this hole is a message from my goddess. What do you think is it? Yeah, just what do you think of the hole? Not the hole, but what the hole shows.
I look through the hole.
Okay. You kind of get down, you press your good eye against the hole, you look through it, you see the horizon, you can kind of see you can just about see the sun in the kind of midday sky, the mountains to the side where Evershine is. The whole points pretty much diagonally past Evershine and leads in a kind of north-ish direction.
Points north-ish.
Okay, what's northish from here?
I don't know. Is there any sea north of here? Because then I'll know. If it's just more filthy sand, then no, I won't know.
Okay, no, it's okay, it's okay.
Do I know of anything north of here?
Well, there's lots of things north of here. You know, Evershine's northern. New Cottage.
Evershine? That
There's
place?
the whole of the islands. There's
Okay, so there's a lot north. I think I'm gonna put a window here. I'm not gonna put a window here. I'm gonna fix that. But thank you. And then item number 2. And I'm gonna hand him the pirate map I stole. I stole this.
I'd not use the word stole, but
You're right.
repossessed
I looted.
or reprocured.
Oh, I looted this from someone who was passed out at a bar.
No. Loot is the completely wrong word. It is reprocured, repurposed. Yes, this'll do just nicely.
Bjorn, do you look at the pirate map?
No, I just pocket it.
Oh, okay then, sure.
Wait, hey, stop that.
Oh, sorry, old habits die hard. I then take it out and look at it.
Could you roll a history check for me?
Can I give him some guidance?
Please,
No,
I normally roll nat ones.
not this time.
What am I rolling? History.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an intelligence.
Yeah. I mean, you've sailed and flew quite a bit. Yeah, you didn't really
No
bother
fucking
listening
clue. I took it across
to
the room.
people.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you for that. Thanks. Have a. Remind me. We're gonna go get drunk together. We're gonna have a drink sometime. Remind me about that. So, bye. Yeah, you're good now. I don't need you for anything else.
Just takes out another flask, next it, and then proceeds out the room to find a vacant room.
To get drunk in. I will fix the hole.
Okay, that's fine. You see the kind of the wood splinters bend themselves back and intertwine, and some of the splinters that are on the floor kind of levitate up, and the wall is repaired. So, what's everyone currently doing?
Having a really good time coming up with phrases for stole.
Okay.
Going to get started on the arms of iron.
Okay.
I have gone down to a bathroom on the ship and moved the thing from Twain into my bag of holding.
Okay.
And then I am going to...
Oh shit, I just realised I could fucking kill that dog in one turn. Never mind.
Oh dear.
I get sneak attack, like, first turn, and also if I have none of my allies next to the opponent.
Anton, you're building your item. You're doing it on your own, or are you getting help?
Twain's gonna help.
Okay, that's fine. Mark that down. So there's 2 people, so and an artificer. And have you got the gold up front? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
No problem then. Just mark all the gold and the timings, so you know what everything is.
Okay. You want to keep track of that?
I don't.
I will try my best.
I was talking to Jeremy.
Okay, let's see. Building the arms, yeah.
Yes.
Let's just have a quick look. Arms are... Where are they? Arms are very rare, and it's just one to make both of them. So if you look on the guide, it will tell you the stats and stuff. Okay, so you two kind of begin doing that. Everyone else, Keggy and Loki, what are you two up to?
Keggy's still in his room. And Loki is currently making his way around the crew, just kind of trying to start a conversation.
Okay.
I imagine failing quite a lot.
Not so much. I mean, Mercy's probably just keeping her eye out on the surroundings. She kind of turns to you and like, "You right there, kid? How you doing?"
Hi, you've got red hair too.
I do. I like yours. It suits you.
Yeah, it does things when I get angry.
Does it now?
Yeah. I'm not really angry at the moment, so I can't show you. But maybe if that Bjorn guy comes back, you never know.
Is he causing you some trouble, is he?
Well, he's not sharing. And I really want to see what his dagger does, because he's got a really cool dagger. And it's like calling out to me, and I don't know what that means. I've never had a dagger call out to me before.
Away from the dagger.
Have you tried speaking to him about it?
Yeah, he doesn't like sharing.
But did you just... Well, I don't know. I've never had a dagger talk out to me before, so I'm not really
No,
sure.
neither have I. Like, I even offered him, like, some of this, and I opened up the bag and pulled out a handful of the red gems. And so I offered these and everything, and he says no. Put them back in the bag.
Well, they're mighty fine there. I mean, if talking's not gonna help, I don't know.
Supposedly Anton says he's going to help me get it, so he seems like he might be able to do things. Mostly kill stuff. But you never know, he might be good with daggers.
Well, if there's no need killing him, then don't do it. But if that's your only option, then I won't say anything. And then she kind of just goes back to looking around.
Okay. See you around.
Okay. So you walk up to Andrew.
Just up to the top of the bridge.
Okay. You see Andrew. He's just kind of chilling on the other kind of helm. William and Aaron, they're just kind of they're pacing with their rifles. They're just kind of on watch. As you walk up to the bridge, Andrew turns to you and says, "Ah, you right there, kid? How you doing?"
Yeah. What is it with everyone having red hair? I used to be the only person that had red hair, and now everyone's got red. I don't feel as special anymore.
Well, I mean, I've had this for about 25 years, so sorry.
What colour did you have before?
I didn't have hair before that. Actually, as a matter of fact.
Ah. That's weird.
You see him just turn to the other two and he's like, "Okay. What can I help you with, kid?"
I don't know. I've been told that I'm not very good with people, so you're people. And I'm trying to be good with you.
Ah, I see. Have you... He walks close. Have you ever drank before?
Oh my god. And this is how Loki's alcoholism begins.
Of course I've drunk before. There's a lovely stream near where I used to live, and it was like, I used to drink from it all the time. Do you know why it's not okay to stare at people? You know, like, down there? Like, I did it earlier on, and Lyra told me off.
Don't stare at people. That's a terrible idea.
Oh, okay.
No.
How else are you meant to learn about them?
Ask them questions.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah, I guess that would work.
let's just go for a drink. I think I can help you a little bit.
Okay.
At this point,
Yeah.
Andrew, what the fuck are you doing?
We're gonna go have some water, I think.
No, you're not.
We're not?
Nope.
He said we're gonna go have a drink.
Yeah, he does not mean water, honey.
Firewater.
The kid wanted to learn some people skills. I was going to try and teach him.
I'm sure you were going to. I'm sure you're an excellent teacher of people skills, Andrew.
Yeah, and Missy said if I can't get Bjorn to give me the dagger, then I should just kill him.
What the hell is going on with this crew? Andrew. Can we talk?
Sure.
I'm gonna like kind of take Andrew down the stairs to here.
Sure.
Loki, don't go anywhere. Stay on the ship.
I'll turn to the other two guys at the top of the princess. Was it something I said?
They both just shrug. So, what can I do you for?
Okay, first things first. He is not going drinking. Not without actual supervision. You do not count as supervision.
Okay.
Secondly, what can you tell me about James and their condition?
You see his face...
Don't bullshit.
Go on.
Don't bullshit me. I know you know.
You see his face kind of drop a little bit. Says, a condition? What do you mean?
I just told you to not bullshit me because I know that you know. James told me. I'm very well aware. So either fess up or things are going to get difficult. I'm not lying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I didn't want to do this, James.
Well, damn.
Okay.
It.
Y'all are making me play
20s.
hardball.
I'm waiting for the nat 20 to come out.
That'll be hilarious. Close. Very close.
He saves.
Oh.
Damn it.
But that's
He's just standing there like, what condition are you on about?
James told me. James is pregnant, and they told me about it, and they told me that you know. So I want to know what you know.
You see his face kind of drop, and his skin kind of goes down a few shades color, and
Making me waste a spell on your bitch ass when we could just be honest with each other.
he kind of steps in a little bit closer just to make sure no one's around. He says, "I didn't know they were pregnant."
Are we saying that you're the father?
Yeah, I think so, but if I didn't, he puts his hand on his face. He's like, they didn't tell me.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. That's fine. Like, I have no problems with fraternizing amongst the crew. It's fine, really. I just wanted to make sure we were all copacetic with each other. Because, like I said, you made me waste a spell on your bitch ass when we could have just been honest with each other.
I didn't know what he was talking about. I didn't know they were pregnant.
They told me the whole thing. And they told me that they told you, and you were in the loop. One can only assume from there that you knew.
You see him kind of just look down, look up at you. Alright. So...
I'm not here to, like, pick your brain for what you were planning on doing. Because you're, I just wanted to make sure you weren't gonna be a shitbird. That's what I care about.
Well, if it's okay, I want to go see him.
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Go. We're gonna probably leave soon, but you should probably go.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna take my leave for a couple of weeks. If that's okay.
Who's gonna drive this thing?
I mean, Mercy knows how to drive.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna be next on the list of people to talk.
You literally did hire most of these people from that pirate place, remember?
Yeah, I did. I forget you guys have questionable habits sometimes.
Okay.
Okay. Go take. Go.
Okay. And he runs off.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go talk to Mercy, but we don't have to RP that. Basically, I'm like, Mercy! No killing!
No mercy killings.
Oh.
And that's the title of the episode. Okay. So, guys, are you going to... Anything else before you guys set off?
No, we need to get moving. So
Yeah, we got.
Like double
We're gonna
time.
be late.
You've got about 3 days. Well, I think you've got about 2 days, and it's a 3-day journey, so you're gonna have to push it to get there.
Yeah,
on time.
the only thing I would like to stipulate is we would need to make a quick pit stop for warm clothing.
Or we could
Two
just
of
shop
you
there.
have magical clothes that can change to other kinds.
Yeah, but
Fine.
So you
some of
know.
our crew members don't.
We'll give them some. They can have the blankets.
We'll just shop there, okay?
Keggy has a fur wrap cloak,
Keggy gonna be fancy.
but Keggy doesn't need a fur wrap cloak.
All right, then give your fur wrapped cloak to someone else.
Well, that's what I was saying.
I guess we'll walk around the ship like with a giant crate, like put your warm weather stuff in here.
Like, no, it's probably not best to give it to like Twain because like it'd
No,
probably
that
be
would
like
be
bigger than she is.
That would be hysterical. Do it.
Speaking
No,
of which,
She'd be like a
I
walking
am one of
rug.
the people. I am one of the 2 people that has magical clothing.
Yeah, I have a magical dress.
I have sleeves. Like a reverse wife beater.
Loki doesn't need it.
Take my bandana off and actually wear it as a cloak, like it's supposed to be. So I've got an extra layer.
Okay. So, you
Anton, I
guys,
guess?
you guys are now en route to Clifhoor.
Already have a cloak, thanks.
Is there anything you'd like to do in preparation for such?
Drink.
The ship is fully stocked.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Alice Samuel.
I would also like at least one attempt at taking the dagger.
That's fine. We can do that.
It would be during an evening after there has been noticed many drinkings of Bjorn and his many flasks that never seem to end.
Never-ending
And-
flask.
Flask
It
of
would
wine.
be
Mitch, did you get my
I did.
PM
Yeah.
From like
Yeah,
an
I'm
hour
looking at
ago?
it.
Would Loki know that when Anton's making an attempt, would Anton let him know? Or would he just try and do it?
I'm pretty sure Anton's impulsive enough just to do it.
Okay, fair.
Todd has a thing for stealing daggers.
Can
Okay.
you do a contested wisdom insight check when you do attempt to steal the dagger, please?
But with the second one, by the way, Jamie.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
Anton, you sneak in,
It would be cloaked up. Stealth.
cloaked up, invisible. That's fine. He's asleep.
So 26.
26. Okay. You touch him. Where? So you know the dagger's kind of in his kind of jacket pocket under his his belt under his jacket. But as you touch him, so Bjorn, you.
This is where it becomes a bit curious because I'm supposed to make a charisma persuasion check contested against the creature's or person's wisdom insight check.
Okay.
And they must be able to hear me, and we must share a language.
Okay.
I didn't set this up for you, by the way. I set this up
So
for
I
you,
think-
but touch
so
your
I
necks
think-
against my will.
Okay, so I think this isn't gonna actually affect it
Don't
since
think
you're
it would work
asleep.
because I'm not actually able to talk out loud.
So
But is there
unfortunately,
a chance that him checking me does wake me up?
yeah. So could you roll a perception check?
Of course. Let me just get back into the game because my mouse has a ridiculous amount of keys on it. What am I making? Sorry,
Perception.
a perception check.
Unfortunately,
That is.
hold on. Got a bonus.
It would be 21.
But
I think he's got a
I need to add. Instead of 4, it should be 10. Yeah, so it's 21.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So unfortunately, you're fast asleep and you don't hear or feel anything.
So
This is
then
going to be interesting.
sleight of hand
Really
versus
interesting.
perception.
Sure, we'll give him another check. Sleight of hand versus perception.
Natural 1. Natural 1. Oh, never mind.
Fair enough. My class has been completely rendered useless now.
He's done pretty well up till now.
No, my whole fighting style relies on that dagger in particular.
You'll be fine. We'll
Come
see
on,
how this
get it
plays out.
back.
We've got
Also, I
another
have
2
to
days.
completely change roleplay now.
It's true. Without the dagger, you change roleplay. So let's see how that affects it.
Let's see how it plays out.
It'll be interesting.
Anton, let me
Hold
identify
on,
it
okay.
first.
So it would be perception, and then would you have disadvantage again, or no?
Yeah, it'd be disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
You're asleep.
Because you're asleep.
Yeah.
Well, sleepy, go bye-bye.
Okay. So,
I'm not that good at Google.
My mouse is not working right now. Why is it not working? Okay, so my mouse is broke.
Too many keys.
It appears to have completely lost charge on a full battery.
Okay, I rolled.
Yes, please. Just while I'm quickly changing.
Same thing. 21 again.
Okay. Okay. So you, being fast asleep, you do not feel the hand slide down the inside of the cloak, pull out the dagger, and then kind of sift off into the shadows out of the room.
And back to whatever I'd have been doing, either sleeping or working on the thing.
Okay. So it's up to you. You can go back into the room.
What time of night would it have been, do you think?
Probably about 1 in the morning.
I'll
be
just
fair.
make my way back to bed then.
Probably would like be working all night on shit though.
Oh yeah, seeing as how we don't really have any obligations for like 2 days or whatever, then yeah, just man-moding through and working on the thing.
Are you passing it to try and get it identified? Is what you're doing?
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay. I don't think I've actually got a thing, but it's if
I do have the thing, so I can actually send him the whole thing.
oh, if you've got the thing, then please.
Yes.
Just go back to find Twain in the workshop. So I need you to look at something that I did or did not reappropriate and or rescue from someone's possession.
Sunshine, I really don't care if you're stealing stuff.
Basts in a family.
Do we really have to use the word steal? That's so dirty.
It's what it is. Like, I'm gonna call a chicken a chicken.
But what if it's a rooster?
Oh, where's it gone?
Okay. What is it with you and daggers anyway?
Okay,
see.
you know what? This one is not for me. And I don't even know
No,
where
I
the other one is.
That's actually a problem. We should probably find that one.
When
when we
we're back
get
to
the
Celertate.
So when we get the chance. I don't want to be near it though. It kind of showed me hell, and I'm a little done with hell.
Yeah,
what
never
should
saw
I
that.
send you in?
I actually didn't hear what you said.
I never saw that. And that is completely up for Mitch to decide if I ever seen anything from it.
What was this? Sorry.
The
Oh,
dagger that he
Veil?
stole originally.
Veil.
Oh,
That's
Veil.
cool.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
hell.
That wasn't
Would
hell.
that, would
Oh,
that
that-
have ever showed
that wasn't
Anton
hell.
anything?
That wasn't hell.
I don't know what that was.
Sorry. What was the question? What about it? If you've still got it.
Anton Evers. No, well, I don't think he does.
No.
No, we already went over that. The only thing that I returned with was the cloak, not the dagger.
Yeah, because that was like essentially invisible-ish, but sure.
Oh, we were
the rest
asking
was
if you
confiscated.
saw the weird blood thing.
Yeah, the
weird
question was
blood
if
thing.
the dagger ever showed me anything.
This one.
Oh, no,
No,
Veil.
if Veil ever showed me anything. Sorry, too many daggers.
There is a few too many daggers on. I'm getting confused. I have no idea. Did it? I don't know. I mean, I think
This was so long ago.
I think you had to fail a wisdom save, and then
I think she did.
yeah, no, but I'm talking about Jeremy. I think you probably didn't. But in the RP wise, did you ever go into combat on the way to Silicate?
Probably not because of low profile.
Yeah.
So that's up to you. Like,
I'll probably say no.
Right now, it just
Alright.
sounds crazy.
But you do have a gem that literally takes you to somewhere that you have no idea where it is, so you never know.
Shall I send Lydia that link
don't
as well,
know what
by the
you're
way?
talking
to the
about.
dagger?
Please.
Family heirlooms.
Really? You never saw anything? That's concerning, to be honest. But I don't know, if we ever get the chance, we can find that. Let's see this.
Silent reading.
So yeah,
This is a cool dagger. Anton, you should keep this. Whatever you're going to do with it, we should keep it.
Well, I was gonna give it to Loki because he feels some kind of connection to it, but I kind of really like it.
Okay, but do you see this thing? Okay, so a part of this is I act without thinking and take risks without weighing the consequences.
Would that really change me at all? Like, really?
Gonna change you, but it would. Do you really want Loki to have that?
I mean, I don't know.
I feel like that's already he's already kind of on a short fuse. Maybe you should just keep it. Keep it for
Maybe.
yourself.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't really use daggers. I can keep hold of it until you decide what you want to do with it. But I don't know. It doesn't seem wise to give it to Loki right now.
Let me just hold on to it, and we'll talk this over in the morning. I'm gonna go to bed.
You should. Yeah, because I want to go to bed, and it's weird for you to be working while I'm asleep.
Well, you don't trust me.
No, it's just the idea of someone else being in my room while I'm asleep that kind of weirds me out. It's not you specifically. It's just in general. I don't like people being somewhere when I'm asleep.
Is this the whole back to like your room thing? It's not our room. Is this where that argument's going again? It's fine. It's whatever. I just walk out.
You know what? Fine. No, I'm gonna go sleep somewhere else now. I'm gonna go take my hammock and set it up somewhere else. Fuck it, I'm gonna sleep in here. There. Now it can be our room.
In where?
In here. Just gonna push both beds together and just
Nice.
make a point of it.
okay. So you guys, you go to sleep, and
I make sure to be awake early enough so that I'm aware of Bjorn.
okay.
I am up early. I'm not doing anything rash. I am literally just checking the path that I took from the deck to the room. What I'm doing.
No dagger, no sight.
I am going to proceed upstairs to see if I can find it up on the deck during our little kerfuffle.
You look, you spend a few moments, you spend an hour, but no dagger in sight.
Is Loki on the deck early in the morning, or is he still in a room?
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
Yep.
You turn around and you see Loki.
I give him a gentle wave.
No wave back.
I proceed to head straight over towards him. Hey, laddie! Very big smile on his face. No aggressive behaviour at all. His arms are down his side. Arms aren't folded like usual. And he hasn't actually touched a flask yet. He actually does not smell of alcohol for a change.
So weird.
I
You
can
smell
understand why
different.
you might be in a little bit of an off mood with me. I was just wondering if you had seen my dagger anywhere. It's a family heirloom, and just means a lot to me. I just wondered if you'd seen it anywhere. That was all.
You smell different. No, I haven't seen you.
Lifts his arms up and smells each pit. That spells a do a little bit.
So, like, he goes. I haven't seen your. Then he walks downstairs, straight to Anton's room.
Okay.
Strange.
Anton would be working on the designs for what I talked to you about this morning, Mitch.
Okay, you start work on your designs, that's fine.
Where is he? Is he in the workshop or is he in?
You go
In my room.
Yeah, he's in his room, but he's got like some parchment that he's kind of writing out on.
Lyra would probably be just hanging out on the bed reading.
Knock,
Her
knock,
room
knock.
too.
Yeah.
Can I have a look at it?
I just look at Lyra from across the room. Just kind of like that I didn't do it face.
Yeah, you did. You absolutely did. And I will just mage hand the door shut.
Like in
And
front of
lock
Loki's face.
No, I'm just like, Loki, come in. Loki, get in here. Loki, get in here. And then I'll mage hand the door shut and lock it. You both are going to be the reason my hair starts going gray early. I just want you both to know that.
You live too long for that to happen anytime soon, so I think we're in the clear.
You never know.
I hold the dagger in front of Loki, but I don't give it to him.
Okay, the closer you get to the dagger, the more of a connection you feel.
I'm gonna reach out and grab it.
You as you kind of grab the dagger, you feel this connection. It's weird. Never before have you felt something like this. This dagger. Its essence, its whole nature, connects with you on a level far beyond anything you can comprehend. And you feel a sudden flow of energy surge through into you. Your hair starts to glow that colour it does when you cast spells. As
Show mercy.
as small flames flicker upon your fingertips. You feel yourself actually start to float in midair as a flame forms at the bottom of each of your feet.
Oh. Huh.
I pull the dagger away.
Oh.
And then it stops.
Oh.
We are on a wooden ship, Loki.
Yeah, we can't have whatever you just did happening.
Was the fire on my feet burning?
No.
Because it's a choice as a genasi.
What is, sorry?
Whether the fire that emanates from like their body burns things or not.
Oh, burning the ground. Oh,
Yeah.
No, it wasn't burning the ground.
It's okay. It doesn't have to burn things.
What's the connection that you feel to this? Like, what is it?
I don't know. But I really want it. Can I have it, please?
Can I see it for a second before you guys go crazy with it?
Oh.
I'm gonna leave Loki on that side of the room that he came in and talk to Lyra.
Let me see it.
So you see this flint dagger with the curved blade.
Just hand it here, Anton. Just hand it here.
I give it to her. I don't think he should have this, like, under my breath.
Oh.
Like, there's a lot of things that I would like people to have. This isn't one of them.
No. And I'll just kind of nod and start doing.
Do you know deep speech?
I know undercommon.
Yeah, we already had this conversation before.
Yeah. And I'll just kind of nod and start doing this ritual. And pull out my book of shadows and just kind of flip through.
Okay, so you cast detect magic using the ritual, yeah?
Yep. Just post up on the bed.
Cool. The dagger is very, very magical.
Mm-hmm. I want to know if it's like old magic, what school of magic, that kind of thing.
Crazy wizard magic.
Yeah, like
Old as shit magic.
You don't
Yeah,
even
like-
know the capabilities of this dagger.
You get a sense that it's somehow connected to the fire plane.
Okay.
Whatever that. Well, Laura would know. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Shit, man. Okay. I'll flip my book of shadows closed. So, here's the fun thing about this dagger. It's too strong, I think, for any. It makes sense that Loki is drawn to it, because I think you and this dagger are from the same place? Like, have a common ancestor? I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. After what Twain told me about it last night. Yeah, makes sense.
How can a dagger and me be from the same place? Like, I was born. That's a dagger. Daggers don't
Yeah,
get
this
born.
dagger. This dagger is from the fire plane. Like,
Oh.
and yeah,
You're naturally like all fiery and stuff. So
yeah. And Loki, you've said
Mhm.
yourself. You've said yourself. You're not an elf. You're not a human.
No.
You're not a half elf.
No.
I've met a Genasi before.
Have you?
who now?
A Genasi is they're elementals made flesh.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of metal.
Well, all I know is that my dad was in a freak.
Okay, that makes so much sense.
Can I have the dagger now?
You know, how about we do this like on a trial basis? Like, I don't really want to like see anything happen and right now. Let me just think about it, okay?
Loki,
I think
as you say, can I have the dagger now? You kind of hear almost whisper a sound of embers flickering in the night as they begin to burn out. This ember sound, it just says
It says what?
Imix.
Can you spell that?
Yep. Oh, that's the wrong button.
okay.
Loki stands there and goes,
Excuse you?
what?
What you what?
Can I have the dagger now?
What did you say?
Can I have the dagger now?
Before that,
Yeah, you said something and it made me very uncomfortable.
What? Because I asked you for the dagger.
No, you like.
the word I don't know, whatever word you just said that wasn't can I have the dagger or any
Yeah.
combination of those words.
Now?
Oh my gosh.
Oh. God, honey.
Please?
And she's.
I give Lyra the no face, like his hardest no face.
She doesn't even see the no face because she's like got one. She's just got her head in her hands, just kind of like shaking her head, like, God, I don't want to do this.
Just give me the dagger.
I hand it to Anton. Loki, not on the ship.
We'll talk about it again whenever we get to wherever the fuck this party is.
I really want the dagger, though.
I know.
And Mercy said that if I want the dagger and someone won't give me the dagger, then I should just kill them. And I really don't want to kill... Well, I don't want to kill you, Lyra.
Mercy and I have had a talk. Mercy and I have had a conversation about that. And she realizes that she has spoke spoken in error. And should she give advice like that again, she will be the one who dies.
But then, like, do we have to go to that level? Because then we'll have to find somebody else to fly the ship.
Yeah, well, that's what Bjorn's for.
Mitch, how much am I drawn to the dagger? Just how much?
After you
am I...
heard the whisper, not so much anymore.
Okay. Well, at least think about it and then
Like,
give it to me later.
Loki, like I said, if it weren't for the fact that the ship was made out of wood, I would be a lot less nervous about this.
I won't
Like-
burn the ship down, I promise.
It's not
It-
you
it was
specifically.
like-
It's that
Half a dozen forests over the course of like 20 years. Like, that's
Oh.
nothing.
honey. It like I said, it's not you specifically. It's that
I rebuilt them.
something about the dagger doesn't feel right. Okay?
Okay.
Just
Can you just
wait.
Can you
Just let us. We'll talk about it when we get there. Just let us think it over a little bit.
By the way, the guy that used to have the dagger is upstairs, and he seems like really weird now.
What
And
do you mean,
also-
like, he's already weird.
Well, he smells different.
Weird how?
He smells
She just got
different.
her hand on Antoine's face. Weird how?
He was being friendly, and that's weird. And also, the other big guy, he's not in his room anymore.
What?
Okay, see you later.
Wait, what?
Okay. So, Loki, you finish your conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Head up to the top deck.
Yep.
Lyra and Anton, what are you two doing? Anything?
I'm just sitting on the bed like, I don't want to give him that at all, ever. Nope.
Yeah.
That dagger is...
Okay. So Twain told me that it makes the person that connects with it just act really rash and just fuck all consequences. Do we really need him with
Give me the
this?
dagger. Give it here. Give it here. Give it here right now.
What?
Don't argue with me. Just hand it here.
Why would I want you to have no consequences? I already have no consequences.
Just shut the hell up and hand me the dagger.
No.
Give it here, and I'm gonna pull out my book of shadows again and start flipping pages.
It's probably the safest with me.
You say that, but I know you.
I would hope so.
I'm not even. You can have it back. Just hand it here.
Fine.
Okay, so what are you looking for in the book?
Meh.
Oh, okay.
I'll
I'll
copy
send
the
it.
pages.
Yep, someone send it over. Because I don't have a internet.
It's pretty fucking sick besides the fuck all consequences part.
Yeah.
Even that's kind of like, eh.
I mean, true.
It could be
but
worse.
It's pretty sweet.
No, that's a like awesome dagger.
Yeah.
So I'm holding the dagger, and I'm reading the and I'm like getting all the information. It's open dagger. And I'm just like, just
Give it to him.
and I'm getting all of this information, and I'm just like, oh.
Hashtag mom and dad not giving him the dagger.
Nope.
No pointy things for the
Nope.
child.
The child does not get this. And I'll just hand that back to Anton. No, he's not getting that. No.
Yeah, you see
No.
what I mean though? Like, it's pretty sweet.
I mean, yeah, I mean, this shit is insane. And like, oh my god.
Right?
What the fuck? What the fuck? And Bjorn just had this?
I mean, kind of. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, that's what he said.
What?
Oh. He said Imix.
Do you know what that means?
You do not.
I'm just, would I just from being in a library for like 100 years have come across that name?
Roll a history check.
Nope.
No, I'm afraid not.
Way to fail me at the time I needed you the most.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, like, here's the thing. I was in a library for like 100 years. I don't remember every name I've come across.
Yeah, that's fair. That's too much reading.
Shit, man.
You just want me to hang on to this then and just kind of, I don't really know here. Besides not giving it to him.
We need to.
I'm just gonna hold on to it. We can
Yeah,
figure this out later.
Put it. Is there a bag of holding we can put this thing in and just bury it for a little while?
Well, Twain's working on one for me, so I guess we can just do that.
Here, drop it in. Just put it in mine. We can.
No, you have all your stuff in it. Like, I'll just.
I don't have all of my. I don't have all
It'll
of my.
be fine. Don't worry about it. I'll just hold on to it. It'll be fine.
Okay. I just don't attune to it or anything.
Why would I do that?
Just. It makes me nervous. Even more nervous now that I know what it does.
I mean, it would be pretty sweet though, right? I mean, come on.
Don't you fucking do it, I swear to God.
Okay, so after your conversation, would you like to skip to Clifhoor?
Yeah.
Okay.
During this time, could I have tried to teach them how to dance?
Of course. So you perform your channel divinity. Can you please make a performance check, and whoever's you're teaching make an intelligence check?
Am I proficient in performance?
I don't know, are you?
Not currently, but with channel divinity, would I be?
You'd have to choose that one instead of the learning to dance.
Okay, this is gonna go really badly.
Who are you teaching?
Who wants, just Lyra. Fuck it, I'm
What?
gonna force Lyra
Okay.
to learn how to dance.
And I'm just like, you would have to cast enlarge on yourself, otherwise it's gonna be like this weird bend and snap shit.
I am not wasting another.
You've got 3 days. You'll have your spells back by the time you get there.
Are you doing this on like the main deck?
Sure.
Technically, it's like 2 days to get there.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
We are
after
doing
watching-
this on the main deck.
After a point of watching you two kind of struggle to dance with each other, Loki's just gonna walk over.
Actually,
and
no.
dance
I'm gonna
with
go get.
Twain.
I'm gonna go get the halfling mask from Keggy. Be like, Kegs, I need to borrow that.
Like, Loki will just legit just walk over to Twain and start dancing with her. Because he knows how.
Wait, of course. Wait, what? Oh God. Wait, hold on, Loki, hold on.
Bjorn's just standing there leaning on the railing on the edge, just watching this all go down. Just like, landlubbers don't know how to dance.
This is how you do it, right? This is how they used to do it.
You know, Loki, I spent a lot of time, like, working. I didn't really ever learn how to dance.
Oh, I can show you.
Like, I mean, I know right now, but I'm not gonna know in 10 minutes, if that makes sense.
It doesn't.
So, yes. So, please teach us how to dance.
Please.
Okay. I didn't really learn. I just kind of watched them do it a lot.
Just start dancing, and we'll
Fine,
hopefully
that's
pick
fine.
it up.
Yeah.
I used to like watching them dance, so I'll just start dancing for showing them how to do little bits and pieces. I can't like pretty much just grab like it'll probably be Lyra and Twain.
Oh,
Sure,
Just try
throw
and
me
get them
under
to
the bus.
dance.
Yeah, sure. This is fine. This is cool.
Okay. So roll performance.
All of us.
No, so Loki roll performance, and then you will roll intelligence to try and learn the dance. Um, so, you're on DM Whisper.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's right.
God damn. I'm not gonna learn how to dance.
No, it's fine. Um,
That's fine.
wow. I wasn't actually looking at yours. So,
I'm gonna give up after like an hour.
yeah, it might take you
Actually,
a little while to.
I'll take a quick second and just kind of like turn to Twain. Like I still have the tiara on. I haven't taken that shit off. And boom, give her an inspiration.
Oh no, hey, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just gonna stand at the side and talk shop with someone during the party. I don't.
So Twain, you get the basics of it, but it's still a bit tricky, being about 3 foot shorter than most other dance partners. You're not, maybe if you were dancing with someone the same height, it would go a bit better.
Fine. Fine.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Lyra, on the other hand, you get it. You kind of, you think you can, yeah, you got it.
Oh, this is so cool! I get the appeal now.
Okay, anyone else needing to learn to dance? No?
Nope.
Okay.
The principal is my character already knows.
Okay then. So,
I'll kind of look and be like, Diaz, come on.
Diaz just smiles and says, "I've been dancing for 20 years." As she kind of
Yeah?
just steps into the
That's
she steps into the middle, and let's see how well she dances.
get in on this party.
Let's have a look.
This is family bonding.
Oh, that's Trigger apparently.
Trigger stance.
Hey! Yeah.
He just does the what is it? The
Trigo and Diaz have a dance off.
Yeah. And then I'll be
wanna
like,
see
Bjorn. Bjorn, I heard you talking shit.
So he wants it. He's just sort of leaning around people for like a second. He just seems to be looking more at the floor. He's like,
Heard you talking shit.
yeah. Just give me a second. I'm just seeing if I can see something. No, I can't find it up here either. All right.
Hey, what are you looking for?
Oh, I appear to last night or yesterday misplaced a family heirloom. Something my father left me.
Oh,
But
well, what's it look like? Maybe we can help you find it.
it's a small dagger. Tends to
She's immediately
sparkling
going to
through
go
the
back
air.
to dancing. Just like,
That's what
oh, turns around.
And I need to do a performance. There you go. He begins to dance to try and take his mind off losing dagger.
I actually have locate object, but I'm not going to use it.
okay. So
You already know where it is.
I know, that's why I'm not.
So you guys, you spend the rest of your evening kind of just dancing, and for the most of it, you enjoy yourselves. It goes pretty uneventful, until you see in the distance the shoreline of what appears to be a few sailing ships, all docked up, and a few coming into port. You see a few kind of hills, but this kind of landscape that you're coming into is mainly kind of flat. The sun is kind of setting at this point, but you can see through the darkened sky. You can see the smallish landscape of Clifhoor. So I'll just say it to the map so you can see a little bit. So you are coming in here, and as you kind of flying down, you see this quite large palace building. It's got this 4 structures and a large defense wall around it. The ship lands around the back, and you see the procession of guards kind of turn to welcome you. Even though it's night time, there's still guards around. Would you like to go in now, or wait in your ship?
I think we should like kind of let them know we're here first and get changed into something slightly fancier. Hashtag appearances.
I'm gonna stay on the boat.
Oh yeah. Sure, that's fine. Sorry, Jeremy, can you roll a perception check, please? And also oh, didn't matter. Actually, disadvantage. That's fine. And Jamie, can you roll a perception check?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, cool. No, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Cool. So yeah, you guys land and you awake. Well, no, you was already awake. So you wish to go and inform them of your arrival, and then get changed for a proper meeting in the morning. Yes?
Yeah.
I think that sounds about right, yeah.
Okay
Yep.
then.
Kind of like put our best foot forward and catch up from.
No problem. So, you guys, you make your way towards the palace. You see there is a small building just before the palace. Basically like a small house, essentially, where there is someone who quickly runs out from the house to greet you. Ah, heroes, you're finally here. We've been expecting you.
What do you call us?
I don't know.
How does whoever invited us know us exactly?
Oh, you, the Empress?
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Oh,
Yeah, is this like her summer home or something?
beg your pardon? You are the people who defeated Zafar, are you not?
Well,
Yeah.
these guys did.
Well,
Oh, you helped.
You did. You did. Like we have the invitation and everything. It's just, I mean, we were in Ravenhold. Why did she need to call us out here?
well, this is her palace, of course. This is where the ceremony will take place.
What ceremony?
Yeah, what ceremony?
You ought to be honoured for your deeds.
Oh.
That's entirely not necessary.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, we were in Ravenhold. Cynthia lives in Ravenhold.
No, she doesn't. She lives here. This is her palace. He turns to point at the massive palace behind him.
Anton leans into Lyra. Do you think she's compensating for something?
Oh, definitely.
like her
I'll just kind of mumble in Celestial. Oh, definitely. Even though he probably can't speak Celestial, I'll just
Nope,
in
totally
the
cannot.
affirmative.
Shut it, donkey.
Just just know that it was in the affirmative.
The gentleman says, "Well, Empress Cynthia, she has been to Ravenhold in months of late, but only on visits to support the city. But this is where she lives."
Okay. Well, we're here. When is this party?
Well, now that you're here, I'll announce your arrival, and it quite promptly, perhaps a day. I shall have to find out.
That gives us time to clean up, I guess. It's been a heck of a journey to get here.
Exactly. And
Why
it's
do we
late
have
as
to
you-
wash
That
their
eventful.
stuff?
Say that? What?
Jeremy?
It wasn't really that eventful. I mean, come on. We just flew here.
Hush your beautiful face.
Why do we have to wash all their stuff, Twain?
Okay, wait, what did you say?
Why do we have to wash all their stuff? She just said we have to clean up.
So pretentious people like it when other people look just as pretentious.
What's pretentious?
Oh god. You know, Loki?
I'll just kind of
pat
point.
him.
I'll just kind of point at the castle and say in Sylvan, because I know Loki speaks Sylvan. Actually, Undercommon. I remember that. I'll just say in Undercommon. That's pretentious.
Oh.
Like, and you know, you just gotta look like not us.
We'll talk, and I'll just keep saying in Undercommon. We'll talk more about it at the ship.
Yeah, I'll speak in Undercommon too.
The announcer the guys just stood there looking at you guys. Well, I will inform Her Majesty that you have arrived, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. And he turns and walks off.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay. So, I feel like what time is it? I thought we'd go a little bit longer.
It's 7:30.
It's only 7:30. Yeah, feels like that.
We're doing good. We're doing
Doing
good, guys.
We'll actually get to the point I want to get to.
We haven't spent 6 hours in a tavern yet.
I know, right? So
We haven't gotten to a tavern yet.
There's still an evening to go.
you guys make yourself look fancy. Various degrees of fancy, anyway. And awaken the next morning.
Basically,
Anton,
what happened
as you
is Lyra spent the entire night combing Loki's hair. Jesus!
what's more important, at one moment, Anton, as you go to attune to the dagger, you realise you don't have the dagger.
Wait, what?
Oh no!
Oh my god, Loki stole it.
You could have listened to me.
How would he have taken it, though? There was no rules.
Wasn't there?
He did look for something.
So,
He asked you to do perception
I'm
checks,
so confused.
by the way.
so. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm so lost right now.
Remember that
There's no dagger.
perception check?
There's no dagger. That's it.
I'm
You
just
try
gonna-
to attune to the dagger, but you don't have it.
I'm just gonna sit here being like, man, you could have put it in my bag of holding. Man. Shit.
You want to see rash and no consequences? I walk out
Oh,
of the
you
room
wanna-
and go to find Loki.
For half a second, I thought he was gonna step to this.
Oh.
Nope, much worse.
Okay, sure. You go find Loki. Um.
He would be in his room at this point.
Okay, Loki's in his room.
He knocks.
Who is it?
It's me.
Oh, come in.
Where's the dagger?
I thought you had it.
No. I thought I had it, but the only person that wants it more than me right now is you. So, you see why I'm here.
Or the other person that's looking for the dagger. Would you assume it's me?
You floated in my room when I... Yeah, so, really? Come on.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about. I haven't seen your dagger.
I would like to insight check that.
I'm just right behind them, like,
We already know, so I'm just gonna roll it.
Obviously, he doesn't have the dagger, guys.
Anton, he's telling the truth. Lyra, he's lying.
Lyra, he's what?
He's lying.
I'm gonna kind of look at Loki over Anton's shoulder, just giving him the look. Like, I can't fix this for you now.
You can't fix what? Oh. Okay, where is it? Come on.
I'm assuming that you can't fix. Was that you can't fix it now? Like was that an actual thing that you said out loud? Or was that the look?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was kind of both. It was the look, and she's just gonna be like, "Yep, you did this. She did it for you once. She's not doing it again."
Okay, so what are you guys doing then?
I'm just gonna
Pressing
stay
the
in the hall.
advantage of where this dagger is.
Okay,
Now that Lyra has openly outed him.
Loki, you hear Lyra say, that what you're saying isn't true. Anton's kind of pressing in further. The two of them are kind of pushing in, like, against you. Lyra's a bit less so, but, the presence just is still there.
You should stop treating me like a child.
Don't give us reasons to.
You didn't really give me much of a choice.
I told you we would talk about it when we got here. You didn't let us talk about it. You just took it.
All I wanted to do was hold it for longer. Took it away. Weren't exactly being reasonable.
After knowing what it does, I think you not having it is entirely reasonable.
And I'm inclined to agree with him, Loki. That knife is dangerous.
And so the other dagger that you stole, that Twain talked about, that wasn't dangerous as either. You took it anyway because you felt you knew better.
None of us knew what that dagger did. We still don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know.
You don't really know what's going to happen. I pull it out and just hold it in my hands.
I'll just hold my hand out in front of him. You need to give it to me. I don't want you to hurt yourself or anybody else on the ship. Or anyone in this fuck all tower, palace thing.
I'll trade you, Loki. If that makes you feel any better.
As you hold the dagger out in your hand, you kind of don't feel the connection anymore. It just feels like a normal dagger, but you hear that sound once again, the sound of embers just burning, just saying.
Imix. I don't even know what that means.
I'm positive I've read that name somewhere before, but I don't know where.
What
And
does this dagger do that you're so afraid of?
if Loki, let me phrase it to you like this. If I've read that name somewhere, it's bad. Okay?
You're a rather controlled person. Like, I'd try to sit down next to him. Does he let me?
Yeah.
I sit down. You're rather controlled, from what I can assume.
My very
This-
nature is not to be controlled. I try.
Which is good. That's good. But this just takes all of your choice and control and just throws it aside. And you just essentially do what you want on impulse rather than choosing. It's potentially very dangerous with what I've seen you do.
I'm going to speak up at this point. Standing behind them, listening to most of the conversation. And I'm going to say, if you don't wish to be controlled by the dagger boy, you should probably hand it back to me.
Hey, Bjorn.
Oh, hi, lassie. It's good to see you again. Elaborate bow and stand straight back up again. I see that you appear to have found my dagger somewhere amongst the ship. Yeah,
Is he feeling
I'd be
okay?
very pleased if you could hand me back my father and me grandpappy's dagger, and me grandpappy's dagger before him. Back to me, please.
I like you better like this, though.
Yeah, you're not as douchey. Or drunk.
Just a wee little bit drunk, not quite as much, but it's still a family heirloom, and it still means to me.
I cast the detect magic on the dagger to see if I feel if it's still magical, because different.
You still detect magic in it, but whatever that kind of event was that happened earlier has changed the kind of dagger and its connection with you.
For the better or the worse?
You don't know.
Let me hold on to it for just a little bit.
You've held on to it for most of what I can assume is the evening.
No, trust me, it's best if he doesn't hold on to it for that long.
Well, it's too late.
I will give it back. I promise you. If anything bad happens.
If anything bad happens, I'm going to put you down before you get a chance to do anything.
Well, that seems
Even if
rather
you
impulsive.
understand, this dagger has had bad thing happen with it before when it left our family. If bad things happen with this dagger, when bad things happen, that's normally past the point of return.
Will it make you feel better if you have some kind of collateral to ensure its return?
Collateral? No. Dagger? Yes. Literally, unless that dagger is in my possession, safe on my person, I am not comfortable.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, you can insight check that. Do I need to roll anything against that?
Persuasion if you're telling the truth, deception if you're not, I would assume.
Okie dokie. Wow. How'd you fail when telling the truth? I don't understand that. But that is actually a 10 because he's rolled under a 9. But
Okay.
I'm not sure if that counts because of a crit one. Doesn't say. Just says rolled 9 or under counts as a 10. DM's choice,
That's
I
a
guess.
mid-paw.
What? So, it's a fail, right? Or is it? Oh no, because it's reliable talent, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So no, it will still be a 10
So that's a 10.
plus sheer stuff.
So that's 25. I am telling the truth. It appears that if I do not have the dagger, I will not feel comfortable at all. And I strongly believe that really bad things will happen if it's in his hands, particularly. Even though I don't know him that well.
None of us know him that well. I mean, I guess it's, I don't know here. Why don't we just, like, lock it up somewhere? Until we can, like, actually truly decide whose hands it's actually best in.
I can understand your judgment on that, but
Just take it away from everybody.
that knife has actually been in my family for generations. I'm not willing to let a good friend, once a good friend, will be a good friend, put it in a chest and lock it away from me, for me to regain it later on in time.
I'm
Okay.
still
Okay.
really confused with all this fucking time shit. So how did you get it back? I guess, hypothetically speaking, if we do lock it away?
For the first time, never got locked away. It's never been taken away from me. It's always been in my possession. For the last 50 years. 50? 100? Wow, basically since I was a child. So 120, 130 years, give or take.
What do you want to do here, Lyra?
Lyra has gone and sat on the other side of Loki.
I'm just standing sort of to the side of the doorway at this point. I have not fully entered the room.
Okay, Loki. For the sake of everyone on this ship, would you be comfortable with a trade? And then Bjorn. If Loki wants to see the dagger and kind of get a feel for it, see what's going on between him and this knife, would you agree to sit here with him?
And explore said feeling?
Yeah, just be here with him in the room. That way you can keep an eye on it. But Loki, when you're done, you give the knife back to Bjorn. You can keep what I want. You can keep what I'm going to give you. But you have to give the knife back to Bjorn.
If we can just sit, and I can see if I can get anything from this.
Yeah.
Just tell him when
And nothing happens, and it's all okay. There's no reason to hold on to it. Then yeah, I'll give it back.
We will cross the other bridge. We will if something else happens.
There's too many maybes in his words, I'm afraid.
There's no maybes. If that happens, straight away.
You're talking ifs and buts, me boy. Sorry.
If something else happens, we'll deal with it. But
tell you what, we could do this, but so long as we're both holding the knife.
That's what we're going at here.
Yeah.
Then why didn't you just say that? I walk in the room, sit down next to him as much as I can, and hold the knife at the same time. Not aggressively, just like as much as you can supportively hold a knife at the same time as someone else.
Okay,
I'll
you
get up
both
and
go
let
in
Leon
there.
sit down.
Both go in there and hold the dagger.
The whole time I am looking at Loki, not in any sort of aggressive way, just in a waiting to see things happen.
Gonna
And
try and
the moment
attune to the dagger.
I see things happening the way I expect them to go, I'm going to try and snatch it out of his hands.
Okay. So you've been trying to attune to this during
Mhm.
this time, I assume.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine.
I
Ever
will
since I
back
pulled
out
it
of the
out.
room.
I'm gonna be the most DM-ish dick if there is, but unfortunately, Loki, you cannot because it's not made of wood.
What?
As a druid, you can't attune to it.
Because it's not made of. Because it's metal, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What's it made of?
It's flint.
It's flint.
That's not metal.
It's not wood
Stone.
though.
It's a stone.
Hang on, let me double check because I'm pretty
It's just
sure.
not metal.
I'm pretty sure it's only wood. Hang on.
What, druids?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that's only armor.
Is it only
Yeah,
armor?
true.
Yeah.
No,
And
it's
it's only metal.
steel.
Oh, in that case, you're fine then. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay? Sure. You can start attuning to the dagger. You don't feel any specific connection to it though. You still hear the kind of sounds, the weird embry sounds. Bjorn, you sit there, kind of happily watching him for the next few moments. How long are you two gonna sit there? I know how long you're gonna sit there, Loki, but how long are you gonna let him sit there? He's sat there for about 10 minutes so far.
I would let him continue for another 5.
Because, I mean, it would be a bit weird, yeah.
It's a bit weird sitting there with what looks to me as a child, near enough, or a very young adult, sitting there holding a knife with him in a bedroom with a bunch of other adults either
Only 'cause you're
standing
an
in the
old
room
man.
or just outside in earshot.
I'm just kind of leaning in the door frame, like,
Just gonna walk up like, what's going on?
Okay. So, do you pull the dagger off him, or do you...
It'll be more of a case of I place my second hand gently on top of his hands, which he's holding the knife, and attempt to slide it out. Not aggressively, just as in, I think that's probably about enough.
Okay, Loki, do you let him?
No. Too soon. I heat up my hands.
Oh, here we go again. The only thing that I...
Okay, so...
What is it with me and Bjorn? From the start.
Because it's the only thing I have that's worth value and means everything to me, and you
Okay.
keep trying to steal it.
I said I'll give it back. I said from the
Ifs
start that
and
I'd give it
buts
back.
and maybes. That's
Okay.
all I hear. If
The first conversation that we had about this dagger, I said I would give it back. There was no ifs, buts, or maybe.
You never said anything about giving it back. You said, could I touch it? I let you touch it. You touched it and I walked away. But then you wanted more, boy. Then you wanted more.
Okay.
Bjorn, so far nothing has happened. Just hang on a little bit longer.
I hang on a little bit longer.
Oh no, I don't think we should let him attune to it.
I'm being 100% serious. Attuning to this dagger is gonna be so fucking awful. But I'm gonna carry on with what everyone else wants because they're the crew that hired me in the first place. Let's carry on with this shit show. Let's ride this roller coaster all the way to the end.
No, we shouldn't let him attune to it. You don't know what that's gonna do to him.
Let's just hope.
Well, Twain, to
trust
be
me.
fair, we know exactly what happens with
Yeah.
that dagger.
I'm gonna pull my
Yeah,
glove off
I'm
and
aware.
point to my hand and be like, do you want this again? Do you really want to deal with another one of this?
Not really.
And don't
I'm
let him
aware.
attune to it.
I'm aware, and at this point, I'm just gonna start pulling the tentacle staff out of the bag of holding, Mary Poppins style.
Wait a minute. From my experience with the dagger, is the room heating up at all? Or are there any particular areas of heat? As in any nodes of heat.
No,
Oh god.
no,
Oh,
there
thank
is not.
fuck for that.
And then Loki himself.
True.
Just creates an all-consuming fire on the boat.
That would be hilarious. Wouldn't it? No,
Oh god.
there is not.
But yes, carry on. I've been attuned to this my whole life, but yeah, carry on.
Okay, so so as you continue on, then the last few moments pass, and Loki, you complete your attunement to the dagger.
God damn it.
As no one has stopped him attuning to it. So Loki, what do you do?
Do I feel anything?
Honestly, as you hold the dagger, you you feel this kind of extension of your own form. You kind of try to move a little bit, but you're kind of not restrained, but it's kind of hard to at the moment. But you feel like you could essentially cast your flames upon it, and you can use it as some kind of form to empower your own self, and you kind of focus on that feeling, and you can kind of press on it, and then you kind of feel something unlock, and
Oh shit!
you kind of
Oh
wait
shit!
you kind of wait for a moment, questioning whether you want to continue, and then you take that moment, you look around. You see Bjorn just let go and stand up.
Bjorn,
What's gonna happen?
I allow it to unlock.
I'm gonna run to that thing that's sealed in the bottom of the ship.
Okay, so Bjorn runs out the room. As you allow it to unlock, you once again start to float in midair with the flames forming from your body.
The ship's fucked, guys.
Loki.
Yeah?
Loki.
Yeah?
Maybe
Stop
it's
it.
time to let it go.
Yeah, you're doing the thing that we don't like.
Do they look concerned?
Yeah, everyone
Very.
looks concerned,
Extremely.
but
We're all very concerned.
it
Do I
does.
have any time to react at all?
What would you like to do?
I would like to try and get out off the ship as possible, if possible. Like, because you know how I was asking if there was any holes.
Okay.
Like I was gonna voomp out.
Would we have a chance to react to that?
That's all up to you, Mitch.
What kind of like?
Like a
Hang on.
Okay.
One person at a time. So like Loki-sized hole or like B-shape hole?
It can be like a B-shaped hole, just to
Yeah, you can
zip through, like B-shape out, and then just appear on the other side. Like I'm assuming we've landed, right?
Yes.
So just appear on the other side of the ship and just continue on there, like well enough away from the ship that I'm not worried about doing damage from what I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
From my experience of nearly burning stuff down before.
Okay. Yeah. Sure, that's fine. So you kind of you B-shape into a form. What kind of animal would you like to do?
I think a moth,
What, sorry?
like a small moth.
Okay. So as your normal Loki form is now almost completely engulfed in these flames, and you compress all of your energy and mass into this one small creature, you are no longer on fire, and you make your way out of the ship.
Wait, can I do something in response to him, like beast shaping and trying to get away?
Sure.
Wisdom save, please.
Wisdom save.
I mean, you're really good at these, so like.
Do I have
Anton,
anything on
Anton
wisdom
and Lyra,
saves?
you do see there is a glowing red orb in Loki's room now, though.
He's
Oh,
a little,
Fucking knew it. I
We need to
fucking knew
leave.
it.
I mean,
Warned you all, but did you listen? No. And now you've got a fucking orb of destruction on your fucking boat with no magical means to store it.
yeah, I'm walking away from the glowing red orb.
No, someone needs to identify that to see how long it
No,
needs to
I'm
go
not
off.
touching that thing. I'm not touching that thing.
No one knows how many minutes it has to go off.
Would I have noticed the floating orb?
No. It kind of came out of your back, and you're currently flying away, but you,
Dropping more orbs as we fly.
No, it's just the one.
Anton,
I'm gonna
get
be
everyone off the
extreme-
ship.
This is
Get everyone.
This is a 100% Mitch question about the item itself.
Sure.
How long has passed since this ritual for the orb? Because the ritual itself takes an hour before the orb is created.
Well, it's not actually that, because it doesn't. Hang on. Yeah, so it's a different thing.
Oh, let me click this thing.
Yeah, it's a different thing, but it's not the ritual to create just a devastation orb, because you're not in a fire node. You're not in the fire plane.
Something else.
Yep. If you want me to go into the literal details, I can, but spoilers.
No need for spoilers at this point.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like kind of smack Anton in the chest. Just get everyone off the ship. Everyone off the ship. Everyone off. Just go. Get everyone off the ship.
Okay, so you guys begin evacuating the ship.
I am gonna run and do a really dumb thing and dimension door me and the orb. Counterspell won't work. We're just gonna fuck right off to Nowheresville.
I'm sorry, what? Okay, could you just take a step back and tell me exactly what you do?
I just told Anton to get everyone off the ship, just in case dimension door didn't work.
So you're gonna dimension door you and the orb?
Yeah, as far away as physically possible.
So you're gonna touch the orb?
Yeah.
Okay,
Bad choices.
That's fine then. So, Lyra.
Okay, guys, have I prepped?
Where are you?
And
At least I told you right in prepping for the worst.
And once I got the orb off the ship, I will just pop back and just like fuck my life screaming, that kind of thing.
I'm pretty sure it can't move in any way, and if it does move, it just explodes.
Excellent. Then
Well,
Too late, you've done it.
Whenever they get to wherever she moves it to, would it explode then?
Yeah,
Should it
it would.
explode like upon attempt of movement?
Oh, it doesn't.
or-
It doesn't really do that much damage.
I
That
don't like your
much?
tone of voice.
Just throws a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
fire
really
everywhere.
condescending.
No, but
Uh,
I swear to God, if we lose this ship, the next person that dies is Loki.
In the
I
bottom of
mean, would I have time to dimension door away? That's the question. Because
hang
it's
on,
literally, I
hang
just
on.
want it off the ship and back.
hang on. Slash R. So it's D6.
Oh my God.
D6. Let's find out.
I hope I don't end up killing the character.
What's the casting time of the dimension door?
One action.
Yeah,
Action,
it's
isn't
one
it?
action. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, here, let me throw it up.
Okay.
It's instantaneous, but it takes an action to cast.
Right then. So, and how far away from the ship are you dimension dooring?
Okay.
300
Let me ask
feet?
this.
The furthest away you can go?
Let me ask this. We're docked, right?
You're close to the palace.
And what is far out? The water?
You could probably make it to the water.
Yeah, I'm taking it out to the water.
Okay. Okay, you take it out to the water. You've got 6 seconds to cast Dimension Door again to get away from it before it explodes.
I'm casting it again.
I'm gonna need you to roll. Let's say, hang on. Because you've now landed in the water.
Uh-huh.
Roll for me a dexterity saving throw.
For the love of fuck.
That's good. That's good.
You cast Dimension Door, and underneath the ground, as you fall through this portal and fall flat on the ship as the orb is now over the docks where you were. Cool. So, everyone on the ship, you all. Hang on. Okay. You all look out. All of you kind of have been evacuated to the top deck. You all see.
I'm in the bottom of the boat.
Except for you. You all see in the harbour area essentially this massive dome-shaped orange glow. It's like a second sun. It's almost like sunrise has been 4 hours early.
Whoa.
As this kind of massive light just comes across the sky and starts to spread across the entire land, you all feel a lot warmer than you already did. In fact, you really don't need to wear any cold clothes, warm clothes. It's a bit like a heat wave. But you're not in the radius of damage, so.
Well, that's good,
Yeah.
I guess.
Upon seeing this,
I'm just like openly like, how the fuck did I do that?
upon seeing this, I would love to pop up as sending to Loki. And just very, very angrily, very angrily, get your ass back to the ship.
Oh, and
Ow.
all of the ships in the harbour are on fire as well.
Like,
Oh, can Loki see this?
Yeah.
Oh, he's running after to help them.
Okay. Okay.
He would. Okay, I'll tell you exactly what he would have done. He would have dropped the knife and then run off to go get them. To go help them.
Okay, so Loki drops a knife nearby the airship and makes his way towards the sailing ships and helps put them out. The detonation finishes. The air in the sky, the air in the kind of atmosphere here is still this blistering heat, but Loki, you're a bit more, capable of going into this kind of area as you kind of put the flames out.
Did I take any damage from touching the orb?
Actually, no. You didn't.
That's a fucking miracle, man.
Yeah.
Can Anton triple dash to the harbor?
It's 300 foot away, so sure.
So, main action dash, bonus action dash, and action surge dash.
I mean, we're not in combat, but yeah, sure.
Either way.
Zoom, Anton.
He's a fast one.
Fucking flashed on.
Lyra's just kind of like still, she hasn't really gotten up from landing on the ship, and she's just like, oh god. Okay. Yeah, that's a thing that just happened. I did, yep, And then she's gonna like slowly pick herself up and see boats on fire and then go help.
as you make your way there, it is absolutely too hot for you. I need to find out what the rules for this is. Hang on. To the DMG. Chapter 5. Like the closer in you go, the hotter it is, even though it's already exploded. It gets to the point where you really can't even get any closer to help. But
Anton will go as close as he can.
you stay on the outskirts of where like the harbour is. The kind of water air kind of helps out a little bit. You kind of help to put out some of the trees and stuff on the land that were on fire, and help some of the people in the town. But
I will prestidigitate until my arms fall off.
okay. But this heat isn't going anywhere.
The heat doesn't dissipate at all.
Nope.
Can I detect a source of that magic?
You get the sense that I mean, you didn't really see. This was caused by the energy from the dagger flowing into you, and it was a release of energy. Basically, it was kind of an unstable amount of energy. It wasn't quite happy, I suppose you could say. So it was a way of expelling such energy.
Can I sense like a source of the energy now?
You can't actually.
Okay. I'll just continue putting out the fires until they're all put out.
Okay. So you guys spend your evening putting out the fires. Not quite how you had planned. Bjorn,
Yarr.
what are you doing?
I've gone. The moment that all kicked off, I went straight down into the bottom deck of the ship to look for the sealed fire elementals that I detected when I first got on the ship with my dagger.
You go
To make sure that they're still sealed.
You go down to the armory and you see the two cannons that are kind of strapped up, and you see in a barrel there is red stones that have Pyra written on it.
Oh, that's all okay. Thank God for that. Okay, after checking that's all okay. I'm gonna go to the deck of the ship. I assume I see everything on fire in the distance.
Yeah, you look outside and it's like, a massive explosion has just taken the entire sky, and it's just starting to go calm down once more.
I take my cloak off, re-wrap it round my head, put my hat back on, shake my head in a I told you so kind of way, and just take a swig from a flask, because fuck it.
Okay.
That's the stage I've got to now. And that's all I do while they're doing that.
Okay. So you guys spend your evening helping out the civilians. You make your way back to the ship.
Oh.
Loki, do you reclaim your dagger? Or do you kind of just come back not really thinking about it?
Once I've finished putting out the ships, I will go back and see if I can find the dagger, and if I can, I'll pick it up.
Make a perception check, please. You do not find the dagger.
Okay. I'll just walk back to the ship.
You all make your way back to the ship, and you rest, clean up, ready for tomorrow's meeting. After a few hours, not getting too much sleep after the commotion, you all awake, looking slightly smarter and more fancy than normal. What would you like to do today? Today, you're meeting the royalty.
I'd like to not blow up the harbor. Thanks.
That would...
And
So is the fucking is like I guess this like sun still in the harbor?
No, the explosion went away, but it's still really hot.
Gotcha.
Is it the harder we? I'm gonna just stay in casual clothes for a minute and do a little experiment.
Mhm.
The further we get away from the harbor, does it cool off or is it just hot?
It's hot everywhere, but the closer you get to the harbour, the hotter it is.
Okay.
It's like a mile radius ish.
Okay.
But, yeah.
And because you and I probably have different concepts of hot. How hot is it?
Well, I mean,
It's pretty fucking warm.
I mean, the average temperature of the planet is like 60 degrees centigrade anyway. So it's probably very hot.
Okay. Then I'm going to change.
It's probably like, not even shorts. It's probably just go out naked. But I don't know.
Right.
It's
I mean, that's a
Outfit
fashion trend.
in some places.
All right. Fashion change happening because I'm gonna change. Yeah, because long sleeves are probably not appropriate for this sudden heat wave.
Okay, so you all get ready for the morning, the change of weather and clothes and such. Those of you making your way towards the palace, you are greeted by a long red carpet and rows of people wearing these blue and red uniforms with these hats with little feathers on, all playing these single note trumpets with ribbons hanging down. And as you look around, there is this massive crowd of people all kind of cheering as you start to walk down.
I hate this.
I figured they'd be pissed after we blew up the harbor.
Yeah, you'd think. But I mean, I guess it could have been worse. It could have just been like the radius of the ship.
I like
Which
my
makes-
ship.
I know.
They
That's
probably
our
didn't
ship.
even know that it was us.
I mean, us or you?
Let's not handle this right here.
Probably me.
Well,
I don't
either way,
understand what happened.
we're not going to talk about it right now. We're just going to go inside.
We'll figure out what happened later. Let's just
Yeah.
get through this without fucking killing each other.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're wave, I guess.
You guys wave to the crowds.
Super awkward.
Newly orphaned children.
No, there's not really that many orphan children here, actually. They're all kind of just...
There's only like
Newly
400 people
orphaned
that died in that
adults.
explosion.
There's some children, but they're all just finely dressed people. They're just, here. They don't really seem that affected by the war at all. You guys make your way all the way down the red carpet to the palace itself. As you enter the immense building, the steps that lead up inside, the gem-encrusted archways that support this building. You're greeted by some more people that escort you into the chamber where you've been told that the Empress resides. As you get into the room, you see a somewhat of a table has been laid out, and those of you who have met her before in Ravenhold, you see High Empress Cynthia sat in the centre. Next to her, you see what looks to be a high elf, and on her other side is a dragonborn. Next to the dragonborn appears to be what looks like another elf, but as you kind of look, you get a better look and you realise it's actually a drow, but they've got so much powder on their face that it kind of just, it's weird. And then on the
Like
other... Go on.
Oh, it's like a goth trying to like make themselves gothier.
Sure. And then on, on the last side is a dwarf. You guys enter the room and are kind of... there is a few kind of more gestures, more trumpets and such, and you see Cynthia smile and say, "Oh, welcome, thank you for accepting our invitation."
They look weird.
Shh. Sorry it took us so long to get here. It was just sort of a surprise, I guess.
Well, we was not expecting the war to end the way it did, and, well, it took a while for us to find you and to actually send the invitation out, but, well, finally we can pay you back for the good things you have done. And we have a few things we wish to discuss, actually. Me, of course.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Me and some of the rest of the leaders of most civilizations have been in talks, and we have decided to, for the good of our people, join forces so that no war like this can ever happen again. She kind of looks between the group of people sat on this table. The elf speaks up and says, "Yes, the war that took place should never have happened in the first place. It's a tragedy that it got out of hand for so long. We really, honestly, there's nothing I can say. We never should have let Zafar get away with he." And then you see Cynthia turn and say, "Yes, we know, but he's dealt with, and now you have other people in control of those lands."
I want to insight check the fuck out of that.
Which one, the elf or Cynthia?
Just the whole fucking plan
All
that
of
they got
it.
going on.
The whole shebang.
All of it.
Okay.
All of it.
Roll an insight, sure. Yeah, seems legit. Seems fine. Uh,
I lean over to Lyra. This is too good to be true right now.
I've kind of got my arm in his. I'm just like, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Just
Do
keep
I get
smiling.
Do I get my forest back?
you see, most of them look at you and say, your forest?
The-
Yeah, all the owls. They cut my forest down. I tried to get them to stop. They wouldn't, and so I got these guys, and then we went to facilitate, and then we killed the guy. Then we got thrown into the future.
That's
And
enough,
Okay,
Leslie.
that's
That's
enough.
enough.
That's
We're
enough.
done here. Nope. Stop talking. And what do you plan on doing about the absolutely batshit laws of Far Past? He outlawed Fae worship, which is ridiculous because let's be real, elves are Fae.
Well, you see, Councillor, what's his name? Councillor Coliphus, turn to you and say, "Well, of course they'll all be abolished. None of his rule was ever supposed to be legal."
And yet, like, I
He,
realize this is probably not a reflection on you, but I was inside LaRue's temple. It's destroyed. It's gone.
yes, he he showed no emotions, no sympathy for anything that we stand for. And you see her kind of look at you with a great deal of empathy. She kind of just those eyes, and she just says, "He he came to us as a broken elf with passion a few hundred years ago, saying he dreamt of good things, and he he did well. He was a politician, and he had this way with words, as we do, but and going through the ranks, he became a councillor, and eventually got granted a a reign in Baravast, and then for some reason he changed his title to Emperor.
Wait, like on the mainland or in Celite?
Um, well, yeah, it's all Baravast. The whole region
Oh,
is
okay,
Baravast.
okay. Yeah, my brain kind of went for a second.
It's okay.
Never mind.
And none of you thought that everything that he was doing
It all,
was wrong?
it all happened so fast. Like,
Fast for who? Because apparently he was doing this for a couple hundred years and no one said anything.
yeah, you see, it's hard for us to try and do that. That's like just under a lifetime. For him to have this whole scheme of his
I,
where he suddenly becomes an emperor, all
I'm a
planned
hundred.
out.
I'm almost. Mm-mm. I'm. I'm almost 150 years old, and the Cold War was going on before I was born.
Yeah.
Like that's not happening fast. That's happening with precision and control. He played you.
He had this
Just
all
admit it.
planned.
Just admit he played you.
That he did.
Really uncanny, isn't it?
And anything in the works as
I
far
mean,
as reparations
having
towards
this
those
all
who's had their
planned
lives
out and then
destroyed?
be able to go off essentially without a hitch, become emperor in a couple hundred years, especially in a system that seems to be a little more bureaucratic. It seems really difficult, doesn't it?
Well,
Actually, if you know which palms to grease, it's pretty easy.
yes, that's
And who to make look the other way.
well, that's the thing.
I bet he had supernatural charisma.
I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest.
That's fine.
I will. Let me read this real quick. Do this.
And any of his co-conspirators? Anything? What's up with that?
Hmm.
Anything still there or what?
Well, a few weeks ago now, the new chancellor has. I keep saying chancellor. The new councillor has arrived at Silicate to replace him. So, with any luck, they should have started getting some better rules in.
Who's the new counselor?
Just looking for the name. Hang on. One second. It's literally right here somewhere, but I can't find it.
So guys, how about Marvel Puzzle Quest?
Yeah, man.
Don't forget Wormwood.
Yep,
One
those
word.
puzzles
Mm-hmm.
on a quest.
Ah, here it is.
Black-
I got it.
Black
So, it's not. Sorry, my bad. So, it's Viceroy, and it's Salvador Griven.
And the whole transition of power thing going pretty well, or what?
Well, it's only been a few weeks, but a lot of the people are pretty much glad to have someone that's not a tyrannical dictator.
Or a sociopathic serial killer?
Well, yes. There are still some extremist groups, but they seem to have fled the city.
And
Oh,
what are you
there's-
going to do about those?
Well, we'll try and get them and hunt them down and such, but for the most part, we see it best to try and look after our own.
Oh yeah, because extremist groups aren't going to be a problem in the future.
I might know a few people.
Well, if you've got any contacts, please let us know. That will help us in our endeavours.
Now, back to the forest.
Yes. So this forest you speak of, what forest was it again?
Well, the forest outside of Silicate City. Really big and green, and there's lots of trees. Now there's not so much. You used it to make the flying things.
Well, I don't think I can grant you. I don't think I can give you a forest back, but tying on to one of the reasons we wish to call you here today. As you all have all done such heroic deeds, we wish to give you a gift from us. Well, we kind of wish to give you this after our feast later on today, but since we're discussing it, we can do it now. She kind of lifts this small bell and starts to chime, and then puts the bell back down. As one small squire runs into the room with a stack of parchment. This is your gift. It is from us to you, and we hope you enjoy and look after it. And the squire runs over to you. He probably runs over to Lyra and gives you this stack of parchment.
I will pick it up and start reading it.
As you flick through, she continues. This,
I'm all over her shoulder.
as you kind of nose over as well. You will find here the deed to a keep here in Clifhoor. and then you hear another voice say, and also a lakeside estate in Fyrus.
Where?
The
Oh,
the
I'm looking on.
Alvin home, Fyrus.
I'm just like I'm reading the legalese and kind of half listening, and I'm just like, oh my god.
And also a pagoda here in Triporia, basically in Draconia. Also, the Drow. Oh, and also you'll have your very own mansion. It's beautiful. It's in Mistras. You're gonna love it.
I just kind of
It's
lean on Anton.
charming.
Oh my god. I can't breathe.
Don't forget your very own tavern in Amrahain.
We have a tavern.
We have so much.
If you don't
Where is
mind,
it?
could you sign the lease on all of these papers? And you see the squire run over with a massive feathery quill.
Give me just a second, kid.
Are these
And
all,
I'm gonna like
are
I'm
these
gonna
all, like,
just go on ahead.
I was just gonna ask if these are tax exempt, if these are already paid for. Like, what are the associated costs?
Yeah, hold your horses. I'm gonna like full on like spread my dress out and
Hang on,
like
let me
sit down
get-
on the floor and start reading the legalese.
Let me get my second piece of paper ready, because I knew stuff like this would happen. Okay, so, you will need to pay for the, you need to pay wages for your staff, but the rest of the prices you will not need to pay.
Yeah, oh my god, this is legit. Oh my god,
We have,
this is legit.
we have so much land. Why do we have this? We don't need this. We have a house on every continent. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
except for like 2.
This is. What? Like, who got murdered in these houses? What cult was hiding in them? What's the catch here? Are we gonna have to clear out skeletons?
I will clear out skeletons for a tavern. You don't know me.
There's no response.
Well,
I'm
there's-
reading through all these papers, just like
Okay.
What are their
there's got to be
faces
some
like?
kind of catch here.
There isn't. It literally says, you will be the owner of the blah blah blah. It doesn't say anything like that.
So I'm looking
Okay,
at
who's-
them.
yeah. I'll call Twain over, and I'm just like, look at this.
This is. How
This
are
is
we
too
gonna
much.
afford all this?
Well, okay, so
we
we'll
could
have
probably turn them into hotels. Like, come on.
yeah, and we'll have okay. Hypothetically speaking, we'll have the income from the tavern, and then we have once the fort gets up and going.
We'll
I
have
mean,
some
that's gonna
kind of
take a
trade
little
there.
while.
Well,
Yeah, and then we have the
yeah.
patents.
Well, I'm not too sure about those.
We're becoming aristocrats.
I don't
Oh,
like
God.
this. Can I just be a killer again?
This is.
I mean, I don't want to go back to where I came from. This is so
Well,
much.
Yeah.
We gotta find something to do with these places besides live in them.
They're definitely not. Well, yeah. Like, something
This is
not
so much.
living there.
No, I know, it's ridiculous.
I mean,
Like, this is downright absurd. Look at, dude, this stack of papers is taller than I am.
I know.
That's
And I
not
mean-
hard to get something taller than you, though.
As you guys are
But
having
it's
this
all
conversation,
legit.
you see a young squire boy run in. He's wearing like a small cap, and he's like, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm so sorry." Empress Cynthia says, Squire, it's all right. What is it? Oh, I the captain of the guard needs to speak with the heroes. He needs to send them on a very important quest. It's
Oh shit.
life or death. It's really important. I need to talk to them. Can I just talk to them outside? We're in the.
Well,
But
Come on, make it known, boy.
yeah.
I need to talk to you out. As he kind of turns to look at you, Anton,
Okay.
you notice he. Hang on. I need to turn my page. You notice the squire is wearing this cap with a long, kind of white feather, probably about 3 foot, no, 2 foot long feather. And he has one blue eye and one green eye. Yeah. Oh, but I'd rather. We need to go to the captain of the guard. I can tell you on the way where you need to go and what you need to do.
Can
Real
I
quick, whose
insight
name do
this
we want
guy?
to put on this?
Yeah, of course you can insight him.
I don't
I mean,
know.
Anton, you are done signing things,
I guess I'll
Hey,
do
I have-
it. I mean, what's the
I
worst that
have
can
signed
happen?
nothing in the past 3 days.
which is a record for you.
No.
Well,
Tell
you
him
want
the
to go have
truth.
these on this?
Nah, I'll take care of it. Like, I'll deal with this.
Okay.
He really needs you guys to come with him.
I'll just
How
start
about-
signing as we're walking.
How about Twain just hang out here, Lyra, you two. I'll take the other guys and we'll see what this is about. Yes, no? I mean, the worst that happens, Loki probably burns something down. And a few people are dead.
Yeah, okay.
That's like worst case scenario.
Yeah, okay. Can I insight check this kid since Anton is
Go for it.
being weird?
Tell him the truth. He needs your help.
Okay. Yeah, go on ahead. We'll catch up.
All right.
So, and I'll just turn to like the council. Okay, so where exactly are these places?
So they kind of go through where everything is for the next few minutes. So who's going with the squire?
Everybody except Twain and Lyra.
Okay. You make your way outside the room, and he's kind of jogging essentially. He's like, come on, guys, we need to go because there's a big problem. Okay, I suppose we can wait a little bit longer. And he just continues jogging. So, basically, there's a volcano, and every now and again it'll erupt. When it erupts, a fire spirit comes from the volcano, destroys the world. Unless something. I think the captain of the guard knows the rest. I can't remember. Let's go talk to the captain of the guard. And he just runs. Do you follow him? Anton? Nope, lost Anton.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm here.
follow.
Okay, you're following him. So you make your way into this kind of like royal guard post type room. And there is this knight who also has this large kind of feather. He turns and says, you're here. Thank you. Thanks for bringing him. So, there's a volcano.
So what the fuck's going on?
There's a volcano in the south of Mistros. Once every millennium, the volcano will erupt. Unless someone will take an idol to the volcano. Unfortunately, the idol is halfway across the planet. It's right here. And we have no way of getting it there.
Fine, give me the idol.
Oh,
So I just gotta like throw it in the volcano or what?
No, you need to go into the volcano. There is a cave towards the bottom. You place the idol deep in the cave to quell the need of the demon, and the demon will
So
never attack the land with fiery destruction.
so what? So one idol's not good enough. He just needs like 100 or whatever, or like however often this actually happens. He just needs like another idol.
The idol needs to be placed every time the volcano needs to erupt. He's telling the truth.
So what about like a permanent idol? Like, come on.
The demon consumes the idol. That's why a new one must be placed.
And I would only hope that you know who the demon is or what it is.
It is the fire demon, of course.
Well, that's probably a pretty broad subject.
Yeah, people have called me that before.
Well, you're a different kind of fire demon.
Oh, thank you.
You're less kill everything.
Well, we'll get onto that later.
Totally fine. Whatever. So,
As you take the... Oh, sorry, go on. Continue.
so douchebag demon. Like, how often is this happening? Like, come on.
Every millennium.
Oh, so this is just like one time run and done thing.
Yes. Every... I forgot what millennium is. It's 1,000 years, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably not every limit. Every 100 years.
century.
Gosh.
Century, thank you.
Well, sounds like someone's quite needy.
Mm.
Fine, fuck it, give me the fucking idol. What's the fucking worst that could happen here? The world is fucking over? Okay.
You take the idol. It's this kind of like it's like this kind of greyish tiki skull type thing with little jade eyes.
We just got all this really cool stuff, and now the world's just gonna end. Great.
Thank you so much. And he starts to walk away.
Yep. Go back to Laird and Twain.
We've just finished signing everything, I'm assuming.
Okay, you've signed everything. Cool. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your new lands. I'm sure you will.
I mean, I'm sure this isn't excessive for you guys, but it's kind of excessive for us.
Oh,
So-
I hope not to put you out. I'm sure you'll make use of it. People of your caliber now, you know.
I mean, we'll figure something out. I'm just saying, it's you know, I'm sure you can understand just being given all of this stuff all of a sudden is a little overwhelming.
Oh, of course. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to tell you the important part of this, all these new buildings that you've gotten.
There's an important part.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a bad thing, of course. It's a good thing actually, because you're going to want to go from place to place, of course. And I hear you had an airship. Well, sometimes you may not be able to use the airship, so we installed circles of transportation in these buildings for you. It's similar to the magical nature, but it's a little different. It's based on alchemy. It requires a charge of gold, unfortunately, but that's because of the alchemy equivalent exchange and all.
Mhm.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
Hypothetically speaking, could somebody, like while she's insight checking, hypothetically, could someone set one up at our place in Lestrac?
Yes, this is possible. Alchemy. Pompadour, can you explain a little bit? And you see the drow turn and say, "Well, You see, alchemy's a little bit new around these parts. It was developed in Mistras by my people, and well, I'm sure we can get someone to get sent over and install some circles for you.
I mean, we really only need one. Once the
Well,
fort's built, anyway.
well, one circle then. That's fine. Seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
I'm so put off by the drow. I don't even.
It's like this powder whited drow with one of
Just-
those collars, the puffy out collars.
It's a drow in whiteface.
White face, yes, pretty much.
I'm just so put off. I'm just like, okay, thanks.
And by this time, the rest of the group kind of makes their way back to the throne room. You see them walk in, Lyra, Twain.
What did we miss?
We've got teleportation circles at these cool houses.
Well, that's cool, but the world's ending.
I mean, it's always ending.
No, this is like actually legit though.
And it wasn't me this time.
Yeah, it's not him, and apparently some fire demon, no name ever really given, just a fire demon, just is really upset and just wants fucking statues everywhere for every 100 years.
And to clarify, Fire Demon, not me.
Yeah, we know you're not a fire demon. I'm like 85% sure you're a genasi.
15% fire demon.
You know,
Okay,
I like to leave a
15%.
margin of error.
So, fire demon.
Alright, yeah. Okay, so fire demon that isn't Loki.
But yeah, anyway, got to go do the thing where we have to go into a volcano, literally actually into a volcano, and I guess put this at this evil asshole's shrine.
Do we have
Why
to go now?
Preferably.
Why don't we just kill the fire demon? You know, like,
Well, that's actually a thought.
like is that an option for this, or is this like a
You know,
demigod or something?
I don't know, but douchebag that has enough power to like destroy the world, probably not something we should mess with right now. Maybe later.
Fire demon versus
Alright.
space snake, guys. Fire demon versus space snake.
Ooh, I would
Yeah,
pay
we
to see
do
that.
Oh, that would be really
Shut up
funny,
and take my
actually.
gold.
I'm just saying, we could pit them against each other.
We should charge it
Always
mission.
that. There's
Hold it in
always
one of
that.
our houses.
Yep. I say pagoda.
Sure.
Where have we got to go to? I turn. Is the Empress still there?
Yep, Empress Cynthia's still there.
She's just watching us just talk.
Pretty
Do you
much.
know of anyone that's nearby the mountain, preferably near a tree?
Nearby which mountain, sorry?
The big volcano mountain in Mistress.
I don't, but perhaps Pompadour does. And Pompadour turns and says, well, it's not too far from my homeland, so I know a few people. Yes, his name is Pompadour.
Do you have do you have a
What
name?
does this hair look like?
It's like one of those big French hair pieces.
Mitch, I love you so much.
I'm dying.
Do you have do you know a name or anything that you have of theirs?
Well, I think I don't really know anyone specific.
I'm sure of someone.
Let me see what's. Hang on. Let me see what's close.
Can't you scry on a location?
Or
You can't scry on
hang
a
on a
location,
minute.
it's on a creature.
Hang on a minute. Is there a teleportation circle here?
Yeah, your keep is here.
Well, yeah. So why don't we just go to the keep and take the teleportation circle to our place of Mistros.
That's never gonna not get weird. We actually have a
I
place.
know.
Whereabouts
I
is our
know.
place in Mistress?
It's in the capital, which is about there, but it's closer than.
I'm just saying that would be a lot easier.
Okay.
I mean, we could probably do that and then see what the place looks like and then figure out what we want to do with it.
Yeah, and we also probably need to tell the crew what to do.
Probably meet us back at the fort.
Or go to
Yeah.
Ravenhold and have them just like chill out there.
What's our next
Or
job
go
after this?
for it.
Oh, probably whatever pops up immediately after the fire demon's dealt with.
So
Go to Evershine.
you see Emperor Cynthia chime in, say, so if there is something you press, that something desperate you need to do, we probably should cut today short, but let's go ahead and have brunch. And she kind of claps her hand as some waiters come in and start bringing in food and placing it on the table. Let's go ahead and roll. As you guys see, you are presented the finest food you've had in a while. Roast meats, steamed vegetables, fine wines, all served with this kind of gold goblets. You all gain a hero's feast.
Hashtag excited.
And here I thought we were about to make con saves.
I know, right? Do we get
So what
heroes
do we
feast
do?
mimosas?
No, it's wine, I'm afraid. So,
Dang it, man.
sorry. I have no idea. Let's find out.
We're gonna learn today.
What are you looking for?
Hero's feast.
A creature that partakes in a feast gains several benefits. The creature is cured of all diseases and poisons, and becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Its hit point maximums will also increase by 2d10, and it gains the same number of hit points. These benefits last for the next 24 hours.
Okay. So,
So who rolls the 2d10?
Each of us. Or is it a total one?
I think it's at
I
each.
think it's a total. Because usually it's whoever casts the hero's feast rolls for the 2d10.
Cool.
So, Mitch, I guess you would roll that since it's technically you doing it.
Sure.
Rolls a 2.
Just roll 2 ones. There you go. That's not bad. Enjoy your feast. Well, after the feast, we'll cut the rest of the today short, and you guys head off to your mansion in Mistros.
So weird.
I want to just extend it a little bit longer because I want to get you to go to your houses. So, as you guys go to your keep in Clifhoor, you you ask around to find out where it is, and you do find out that your keep is in the you find out where it is, but you don't it doesn't have a name. You've been told that you have the liberty to name it as you wish. You go there and you see a pretty decent stone building with a bit of an outer wall. It looks like it's pretty fortified. You enter and you do see there is 3 people inside, 2 maids and 1 chef, kind of turning to look at you and say, "Oh, you're the new heroes. You're here to You're home. Well, that's great to see you.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm gonna just kind of like hold out my hand, just super awkward. I'm Lyra.
Name's Jane. It's good to meet you.
Hi, I'm Loki.
Hello, Loki.
Oh,
Great.
is
So,
this pretentious?
No, not actually. This is
Yeah,
only slight,
yeah.
like less pretentious
it.
than where we were.
Okay.
No,
Are
I'm
we
pretty sure everything we got is pretentious.
Yeah, at this point, I think we're pretentious.
Are we compensating for something?
Yeah, we are. I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
What we're compensating for, I have no idea yet.
Yeah, we'll
Speak
figure
for
it out
yourself.
Can we
eventually.
compensate for the fact that I didn't get to do shit with this really cool girl? What'd you say, Keggy? What did you say, Keggy? You killed Twain. Keggy, what did you say that made Twain this way?
Speak
I
for
really want to
yourself.
know.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Speak for yourself.
You know, he's not calling me out. And I'm just gonna walk on into the house.
I mean, well, Lyra, you would know, wouldn't you? Anyone's compensating. It's like, no.
She would.
I'll lean down and whisper something into Twain's ear. In
And then-
Undercommon. In Undercommon, I will whisper into Twain's ear, Lydia, check your Facebook.
Oh,
Hold on,
God.
hold on. How good are you whispering? That's the question.
I'm gonna hurl.
Yes,
How
you
good
are.
whispering.
You're-
How good are you whispering, Jamie?
But it's just gonna, like, fall on the floor.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Jamie,
What do
Jamie,
I need to roll? What do I need to roll?
did you whisper it quietly enough? That's the question.
Oh, very, very quietly. What do I need to roll for you to not hear me say that?
Kind of got to stealth it, isn't it?
yeah, Stav.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna copy it to you.
Share with the crowd.
Oh no, Anton does not get to hear this because he does not speak Undercommon.
I'm just gonna look at Anton and start laughing again.
So, what's the other two people that we've got in? So we got Jane. Is
Uh,
she the cook or the
Yeah,
maid?
that's the cook.
Cool.
And there is 2 maids. I have a lot of NPCs, guys. You've got a lot of.
Yourself.
I know.
So much NPC.
I will get them names at some point.
But to
NPC
think, Mitch,
culture.
you did this to yourself.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I know. I did this to myself about a week ago. I just didn't write the NPCs' names down. Anyway, so the 2 maids who are currently not at work because it's a Saturday or whatever the equivalent is. So it's just Jane. So are you staying or?
We're just gonna.
Oh my.
Children, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, we need to head to our other house.
What the
Our
fuck? How many
summer
houses? What the-
Oh God, we have Okay, so we have this one. We have the fort. We have the one in
We
the
have a
elephant
pagoda.
place. We have the one in Mistras.
Which is where we need to be going.
Yes, and we have like 5 houses.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total.
Jesus
6.
Christ.
Okay.
Oh my god, guys.
Well, good luck. And she kind of walks off into the kitchen.
Hey, real quick.
Hello.
We've got a crew. Like a literal crew from a ship. And they're gonna be probably crashing here for a while.
Okay, sure. There's enough room. They can make themselves comfortable. I'll fetch them later. Don't worry about it. You guys make your way into the living room. You see kind of like in the back, in like a back room of the living room, there is drawn out on the floor a circle with like triangle lines that appears to be some kind of circle with like magic related circle.
I'm just gonna hear this conversation and start cackling again.
Is there anything about this circle that I would be able to understand, like
Um,
from an arcane standpoint?
you look at it and it's not arcane.
You know who would like really love this circle? Eugene.
You're not showing Eugene the circle.
No, we need to go get Eugene. Let's just make Eugene a part of the crew. We should go to see Eugene as soon as we're done with saving the world. For like the second time.
So why do you want to see Eugene again?
If I told you I was madly in love with him, would you believe me?
Absolutely
not.
not.
Fucking close.
Twain,
Alright.
Twain, I know what you love. Eugene is not what you love.
Yeah, no, he has something I do love. And I need it, because I paid for it.
Did you
Yeah,
pay for
see?
sex?
No. No, she didn't.
We've already had this conversation, Anton.
Is there anywhere that it's obvious, like how to activate the portal?
Make a intelligence check, please.
Eesh.
There's no, obvious like switch or anything. Okay. You look around. Think about the portal. It's very different. Well, I mean, the portal itself, the circle, resembles a normal magical transportation circle, but it's more scorched in the ground as opposed to glowing some kind of essence. Could you roll an investigation check, please? Okay. You kind of get down on the ground, look at the circle a bit more closely, and you find the faint remains of something red on the circle. But you're not sure what it is.
What are you
Can I
looking at, Loki?
Clean it a little bit.
It looks dried. It's a bit dried.
I'm trying to figure out how this thing works.
Here, I'll take a look at it.
Okay.
What do I need to roll?
An investigation check, please.
Okay, hold on, please.
So there is some dried blood on the in the center of the circle. And
This is so creepy.
yeah,
That's alarming.
it's
Okay.
alchemy. It's alchemy.
Alchemy's creepy.
Yeah, that's about all you find, but that's Yeah, that's all you find.
I'm gonna pull out one of my daggers
Sure.
because I apparently have them, and I'm just gonna be like,
Fine, what you doing?
and I'm just gonna kind of prick my finger and think really hard about Mistraws.
Sure. You do that. You prick your finger. What did you just do that, or
I'm gonna like stick it on the circle,
okay?
like spear it around, get a good coating of blood everywhere.
Good.
Oh,
Coding.
Twain, that's not how you do that. Gimme.
Oh,
Okay.
wait,
So
I don't want
hang on. So as Twain touches the blood to the circle glows this kind of bright red color.
Yikes.
I hate alchemy.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Well,
And then
no, that's not alarming at all. And Twain, for the record, if you need to draw blood for any sort of sacrifice, what you do is you slash the back of your hand. There's a lot less nerve endings, but you can still draw blood.
And then a minute pass. Do you do anything else? By the way.
I'm just gonna think really, really hard about Mistraws
Okay.
and like the house.
A minute passes, and then the glowing red goes away.
Yeah, I don't know how to work this. I'm not an alchemist.
Can I make an Arcana check? Just kind of
Sure.
get an idea for how to make it work.
Okay. You remember the drow talking about gold?
Mm-hmm.
You said gold, not blood?
He said gold. You saw blood.
Okay.
Like how much
will-
gold?
I'll take out like 5 gold pieces, and then be like, Twain, let me see that real quick.
Okay.
Just hand-
All right. Here. Take it.
yeah. And then I'll put the gold pieces down, and like cut the back of my hand a little bit, and kind of like shake some blood, and then try that.
Okay. So the same thing happens. It kind of glows this red color, and then after about a minute or so, it
Can I smack it and be like, Mistros?
you certainly can. And as you smack it, the minute passes and it goes away.
Does it look like? It look like there's specific places where coins and blood go.
It doesn't. It looks like this is just a simple circle. It doesn't seem like there's any slots or anything. I mean, there probably would be, but
What was the guy's name that told you about these portals?
Pompadour?
Pompadour the drow with the makeup.
I'm gonna go find Papador.
Hold
No,
on.
we're figuring
Hold
this
on.
out. We're not telling Pompadour we can't figure this out.
Hold on. How many coins have you got?
I've got a few.
No,
I've got a
how
lot.
many coins have you literally just used?
5.
How many of us are there?
Oh, he said equivalent exchange, Keggy! Okay, I will
Now, is
take
it-
out,
I have no idea what you just said, but sure.
and I will take out, how many of us are going?
Well, all of us.
Yeah, but I need a head count.
Not my
Thanks.
specialty.
'Cause it's Loki, Keggy, you, Anton, Bjorn, and myself.
Raina,
Anybody-
um,
Oh, we're bringing Raina. Okay. Raina.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
That's 7.
8.
Who's
Who's the
8?
8?
Diaz.
Diaz.
Okay, Diaz is
What
coming.
about
Okay.
Artemis?
I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay.
It can guard the ship.
Okay. So
I don't
we have
want to.
Okay, so someone will just take the ship because Artemis can't defend anything.
So we've got a
Okay,
crew.
you know what?
While they're arguing, I will take out 3 additional coins.
Keggy holds out his palm.
Flip your hand over, Kegs, and I'll cut the back of Keggy's hand.
Oh, I like that bit.
Well, yeah, but if I cut your palm, it'll hurt a lot.
Yeah, please.
What if it needs blood from all of us?
Right, we'll
Possibly.
cross that bridge when it comes to it. Let's try this way first.
A really weird question.
Sure.
What does Keggy's blood look like right now? Is it normal? Is it normal blood?
What
You guys
color is
get
it?
blood back?
What color is a Goliath's blood?
It's just red.
It's
I'm pretty
red.
sure it's just red, yeah.
Is there any ichor?
Yeah, does it,
No.
when he like cuts his hand, nothing shady happens.
No.
Okay.
So, do you start the teleportation ritual?
Yeah, we'll try it again.
Okay.
And if nothing happens, then I'll like reopen the cut on the back of my hand and try that and add to it. Be like, all right, everybody, slice and dice.
So, you start the minute-long teleportation ritual, and as you do, you all have 6 seconds to stand on the circle, which you all currently are. You think about the mansion in Mistros.
I make sure I have the totem.
You have the totem. And with a flash of red light, you're all standing on another circle. You look around. You're in a dark room. You see dust particles coming down. As you kind of turn, you see an old kind of worn down staircase that leads up and up and up. In the far room, there's a table that's kind of lopsided, wooden, and a window that's got a crack in it. You take a step forward, you hear the creaking of a floorboard, and you hear this ever-present sound.
Okay, this is more my style.
As you are in your newly acquired mansion in Mistros, we will end tonight's session.
Woo!
Thought it was supposed to be a nice mansion, not a shitty broken one.
Hey, shut the
There's
hell up. I
always
like
a
it.
catch. There's always a catch. Well, this could be your mansion then. We could
I
all
love
have
it.
we could all have our own mansion.
That's